So here we are. There is a different icon. I created a group icon for you.
Ooh. Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, I just
Look
noticed.
at us.
Right. So
Nice.
that's all of you together.
That's so tiny.
It is on this
That's
map.
cute. I like it.
On this map, it's pretty small because obviously this is an entire city view. But it just seemed kind of redundant to have all of you as tiny little characters running around.
I think that was a half shiggle, by the way. That just.
A half.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they're gonna come tonight. I have a feeling, you know. I have a feeling.
Are you-
Especially since you're moving this little tiny fucking token around. I'm so excuse my
You'll
language.
be off this
Sorry.
map soon anyway. Okay, so what do you guys decided that you were going to go to the mayor, right? And request supplies. I think didn't you say something about
yeah.
wanting to ask about getting to keep a horse and cart or something?
That
Yes.
would be awesome, yes.
And I wanted to do a little bit of local research as well before we left, like just quick, like see if I could find out more about the
Illness?
the fields
Oh, the
Oh,
fields of
fields.
sorrow.
or the plant or whatever. So while they're getting supplies, I would like to hop to the library and search.
I like how none of us really cared about this illness too much. We were just like,
just didn't want
I don't care, I just want this thing off my arm.
Well, the first thing is there isn't really a library anywhere. Closest thing to a library might be the books that the mayor had in his office, but there's really no major library. But you guys are heading over. Well, I'm going to put you down here by the mayor's office. That's where you. So we are going to do that. So basically, we have got. I'm going to move you guys to the keep. Both, or I put you all inside the keep, and basically that is where the you first kind of talked and spoke to the mayor inside of there. So move you in, and here you are. Everybody at the keep.
Ooh.
Okay, so yeah, you remember the end doors is where led into the
Yeah.
mayor's office.
With the nice chest in it, by the way.
Oh, in
And
that
a
little side
bear,
room?
a
Yeah,
bear
right.
fur
Yeah.
rug.
Ah, rogues. You rogues.
Right. Well, everybody seems to recognize you now, and you're actually greeted with smiles instead of strange, bizarre. Who are these guys? Look.
Good.
Yes.
All right, so I guess we're gonna see the mayor, huh? I've been reluctant about this plan, considering how rare the flower was, and I know nothing of herbalism. But I am going along with it, so I guess we just should head into the room and
Yeah.
get what we
and
need.
Aye.
As we've been walking, I've actually warmed up to the idea, and I am really on par with it with Racia this time, I think.
Okay, so you two are more interested in actually helping the village than as well as yourselves, and Radovan Rainier is still very much only worried about his own self.
Kind of. Yes, that's accurate. Yes.
So
Kind
there
of
we go.
Messed up, but true.
All right. Well, as soon as you get to the door, the two guards they don't try to stop you at all this time. They just kind of look at you and just smile and glance at the door like they're ready for you to just walk through it.
Yay.
Let's
We
get
do.
through that door.
Alrighty. Once you're inside, you see the kind of guy that was the armored guy that was wearing the long flowing purple cloak. He's still in there, but this time he doesn't like bulldoze forward to try to intercept you. The mayor looks at you and with a big smile on his face. Oh, you're back. Wonderful, wonderful.
Greetings.
How is everybody feeling?
So everybody
Your tonic?
feels wonderful. Yes, thank you for bringing the tonic. It made a huge difference to the morale of the town. Are you gonna I trust you're gonna go back and maybe are you gonna maybe bring the next shipment as well?
Oh no, we're gonna have somebody from the other village do it. For now, we're on to bigger things.
He says, "Oh well, can I help you in any way? Did you find the wizard? Did you finally meet him?
We did indeed. He has quite the personality, and we actually wanted to request a favor from you.
Oh, yes, absolutely. After all, I mean, you have done a great service to our town, you know. What can I do for you?
Glance at Raisha. Raisha?
Uh,
I don't like asking favors.
am I disclosing the plan to him? Our mission?
I think you should just request the supplies.
But what if he wants to know what they're for?
Radovan will make something up.
Radovan will make something.
I look at the two of you and I say, look, you know, I'm along for the ride, but no.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of step up and I'm going to say, I was wondering if there's anybody in your town that can give me some more information about these fields of sorrow and a little more history about the mountains around them, or if you guys are aware of any strange things that are there, because our journey intends to send us in that direction and we're weary of anything that might be detrimental to our fate.
Oh, well, yes. I mean, you're not exactly going to a particularly pleasant area of our town, you know? Well, it's not really anywhere near our town. You're heading to the mountains. You're going through the fields of sorrow, then?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's a long trek. Do you have horses?
Yes. We do not. It's part of the favor that Kia was speaking of. The wizard has sent us on somewhat of a quest. And believe me, it interests your town greatly. So any help that you can provide will definitely help your town in return.
Oh, well, I mean, do you have anything particular in mind?
Well, a few horses, some supplies, and as I mentioned, the knowledge would be wonderful. Maybe even if you have some guards willing to accompany us.
Whoa. Wait. I immediately step in and say, supplies, cart, horse, thank you. Like, we don't need more guards that we don't know. She spoke out of turn, I apologize for it, but, you know, I really need to talk to you two. Do you mind giving us a moment, Mayor?
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
But to address what you asked, I don't really have any horses to spare, but if you would like, I mean, the horse and cart that you brought up, I mean, I know you would ask me to make sure it found its way back to, you know, find its way back to its previous owner, but I'm sure he wouldn't mind if you borrowed it again.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. That'll be perfect.
Okay, well, he kind of just goes back over to his desk and just starts mulling around the papers, and the guard with the purple cloak just conveniently kind of walks over to the other side and pretends to be minding his own business to give you guys a little bit of space.
All right. I turn to the two and I say, guys, we need to talk.
You made that very obvious, Radovan. About what?
Yeah. Well, okay. Fair enough. We can't include other people into our adventure. They're not afflicted with what we got. And frankly, I'm having a hard enough time trusting you guys. I don't want extra people in our entourage.
Well, I just figured extra strength would maybe help us in our speed, because his reaction was, you know, there's probably some things that we particularly don't want to deal with, and you weren't exactly forthcoming with asking for their help, so I had to go with what I had.
All right. Well, here's something that I'm going to say right now, and I'm going to promise to my God himself. We are in this together. I will protect you guys to the best of my ability. And I do not say this lightly, because we all know we've had our disagreements, we've had our tensions and problems. But we all have the same mark on our arms. And quite frankly, because of that, I am willing to trust you guys on this adventure and go along to the Fields of Sorrow, because that's the perfect place I wanted to go to. So that is my promise to you. I will do everything in my power to protect you guys. And that is it.
I see how you can trust us, but how can we trust you? I guess I haven't really gotten to know you very well. I should have, but I just haven't.
The power of St. Cuthbert.
I did heal Raisa, right? Or Racia, or however you pronounce her name. I'm sorry.
Raisa.
There you go. Okay.
Raisa.
And yeah, I did heal her when she was attacked by wolves. I didn't have to, but I did. I don't know what else I can do to gain your trust. I guess you're just going to have to look within yourselves and,
Well, hey,
I've
I
just been deceived
ex-
so many times by humans.
what's the worst that can happen? We can blow up, right? I mean, look, you leave me alone, you leave me aside and do your little adventure, which I am willing to go along with you for, then, more power to you. I don't think we'll survive alone, honestly. I don't
Fair
think
enough.
we have a
I think
choice.
you're right.
but
So-
I don't want to hear you talking about me poisoning you, Radovan. If I wanted to, trust me, you'd be dead already.
Ooh.
Oh!
Okay,
Damn
well,
fighting word.
so
Okay, the mayor kind of keeps like glancing up from his papers to see if you're like.
mind your
Okay.
own, Mayor. Jesus. We're talking here.
Jesus.
Cuthbert, we're talking here. All right? I will not mention the poisoning thing again. I promise.
All right.
And that's all I gotta say.
Okay, so
It's fine. As long as I get to know you while we're traveling.
20, you have to play some games of 20 questions.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Absolutely.
I don't play games.
All right, we'll have a serious discussion of 20 questions.
I think we need more information about this plant if we can find it, guys. Like I said, I've heard of it. It's been rumored, but I've never seen it. So I don't even know if we're even gonna find it, guys.
Right.
Well, that's not my field. If we need to get more parts, more pieces, more anything, I guess we'll go to the market. But between us, I think we're pretty well prepared for any eventuality. But tell me what you want me to get for this journey. Appropriate horses, preferably not steal them. Although we are doing this town a favor, so I would not be completely against that.
Have you ever seen me steal anything, by the way?
Oh, that has nothing to do with the clothes you're wearing. It has to do with you being half elf,
He
The
doesn't trust
dwarves and
anybody.
elves. But hey, whatever. Let's do it. Let's rock on. Let's get going. We don't.
So
Yeah.
you wanna re-engage the mayor or just wander out?
I would like to re-engage. I want to
I'm
inquire
wandering out.
if there's anybody, if they have a local herbalist or apothecary or healer or anybody who would encompass the use of herbs.
And he says, well, really, probably only the wizard, but you've already talked to him. But I do have one suggestion. If you are going to finally go into the Fields of Sorrow and into the mountains, have you ever been there before, any of you?
No.
Then
I've traveled through mountains.
as I said, I mean, I'm sure Rudigan will not mind if you use the horse and cart, and should anything bad happen to it, I'll happily reimburse him, make sure he's fairly compensated, of course. But should you, should you be heading in that direction, it might be possible that you could hire a guide. There are one or two people that know the area fairly well and could possibly be of very much use to you.
Right, man?
He said, why are you
Enticing.
going to the mountains anyway? May I inquire?
I'm gonna look at Radovan for a yes or no.
My back is turned to you guys, but I do have my
Radovan's
head.
kind of, he walked
I
up
do
to
have
it.
my head. I'm shaking. Did I hear him through the door? Like, is the door open or closed?
And the door is open, unless you closed it.
No, I didn't close it. So
Okay.
I heard you, and I'm not thrilled by the idea. But I say I need to get a sense of him first. Like I want to talk to him. If you guys do opt for a guy,
I mean, you are actually going to help his village, in theory. So I mean, it's up to
theory.
you guys. But
okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna divulge to the mayor why we're going to the Fields of Sorrow.
Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
Well, as soon as you tell him, what are you going to tell him first?
I tell him that the wizard is sending us to find a plant that he believes will cure what ails the city.
A cure? Could it really? A cure? Oh, happy day! Oh, wonderful, wonderful. If there's any provisions that you need, we don't hesitate to let me know. I'll make sure that we provide those. And if you find
Got 'em.
someone willing to be a guide, I'll pick up the tab, of course. I'll take care of that too. And should by chance you manage to lift this curse, this disgusting malady from my town, I will make sure that you are also properly rewarded. I don't know what agreements you have with the wizard, but I will myself be extremely grateful, and we will see that you are, accommodated for your time, trouble, and effort.
Of course, I perk up to this.
I as well.
As for finding a guide, I suppose, I would frequent the local tavern. Seems like probably the most sensible place to find one.
Actually, Mayor, the place we have to get to and the time condition we have to meet is quite strict. Perhaps you know somebody who can get us the best guide in a quick, timely fashion.
Well, I shouldn't really say this, but I do tend to try to avoid most of the common folk myself. So I would suggest asking the innkeeper.
Wonderful.
And as I said, just when you go there, that we have a general store that can provide you with ration supplies. By all means, go there. Within reason, please. We're not a rich town, you understand. But within reason, get whatever provisions you feel you may need. And he kind of goes back over to his desk and scribbles out another one of those letters of marque that he gave you when you first got here to get to stay in the inn for free, and hands it to you. Present the shopkeeper with this, and I'm sure that I will pick up the expenses. And again, get whatever you need within reason.
Wonderful.
Well, oh, I'm so excited. He said we've been dealing with this for almost a year now. The thought that there might actually be a cure, that I shouldn't. I've tried to stay positive, you understand, with all the people in the town. I really have, but each...
Mayor?
Yes?
Sorry, we have to go.
Oh. Well, quite. Yes, please. Don't hesitate to ask if there's anything you need.
I'm so glad you said that.
Goodbye.
He's
And
a talker.
at that
He's a
point,
talker.
almost like it was his idea that you're in a hurry, he kind of rushes out with you and like, everybody out the way! They're really quite in a hurry. Come on, everybody, move aside. Okay, so once you're back outside, he has one of his guards bring the go ahead and bring the horse and cart around to you. So now you have that at your
You just got
disposal.
hooked up. Thank you so much, Raisa.
All right, so I'm going to...
Time-wise, it's kind of late afternoon right now.
Okay, so Radovan, would you like to try and find the guide so that you can get a feel for the one you're the most comfortable with?
Sure. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Me and Kia will get all the provisions we need then.
On that mark, I will be praying to my God after I sleep. We get some rest. So don't worry about water. I'm going to make sure we never run out of water again by the powers of Cuthbert. I just want you guys to know. So that'll lighten the load and maybe hasten our journey.
So just 3 skins and that's it?
Just
one each?
Food and provisions of the physical sort, but not water. We do not need water. I got you covered.
Okay.
So where are you going to go? You going to the local, as I said, there's the general stores, or you can go to the inn.
Yeah, I'm going to... Radovan's going to find the guide.
Okay, so
that's
Radovan's going to the inn.
I'm going to the inn. Praying that Cassandra's there.
Okay.
just saying,
What about,
not the other one.
Focus.
What about Kia? What are you doing?
I'll go to the general store.
Okay, which is building.
Alright.
And maybe I'll go get the cart and the horse ready.
Okay. All right. So you're going to do that. So let's have let's have Kia go over to the general store first. The general store is a small wooden building, seemingly older than some of the other constructs in town. Inside, however, it boasts an impressive selection of merchandise, ranging from ropes to basic weaponry.
Ooh.
The person behind the counter is kind of like a rather short, frumpy-looking woman. She's got long, straight black hair that's kind of bra-like, and obviously doesn't put a whole lot of effort into her appearance. To call her homely would be kind. There's like a big wart with a hair growing.
I'm gonna walk up to her and do a bow and say, hello, ma'am, lass, I'm Kia.
She goes, oh, hello. And what can I get for you?
I'd like to purchase 7 days rations of food for 3 people, please.
Oh, really? Clark, Dior,
Yes.
thank you for the follow. Well, we can take care of that, not a problem. Do you want just common food, or do you want tack rations?
Tack rations?
Oh, you know, it's not the tastiest of stuff, but it lasts against the elements and doesn't go off anywhere near as quick.
Yes, I'll have that. I don't know what situations we'll be in.
Okay, what else? Did you say 7 days worth?
Right? Yeah, 7 days, just in case.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else?
I think that will be all, ma'am.
Oh, well, fair enough. Here you
Do
are.
we need anything else?
That'll cost you 14 silver pieces, please.
Cha-ching! Alright. How much?
14, dearie.
14. Alright, I hand you the money.
Okay. Right, she kind of grabs it and stuffs it in a little box underneath the shelf. You sure there's nothing else you're gonna need?
Well, I'll come back
Got a fine
quickly
deal on
if I
some
forget.
lanterns. Nice high-quality bullseye lanterns. Come in last week. I've got 4 of them left. And all the oil you could use.
I have some spells that'll create light, as does my
Oh.
party, so
You're a
I'll
witch.
be all right.
No,
A
that's
witch.
Fine. Witch?
I wouldn't call myself a witch, more as a sorceress.
Oh, well, okay. Sorry.
The witch. Thank you,
Well,
ma'am.
Yes, at this point she sort of suddenly seems a bit standoffish. Like, okay,
Oh.
that's fine. Off you go then. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And if you need anything else, I'm closing in a moment, so, yes. I'll see you tomorrow, maybe. Yes, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay, she kind of follows you to the door and closes the door and locks it behind you, leaving you with your 7 days worth of tack rations. And what you want to do from there? You're just gonna...
Oh, so I thought you were moving on to
I
somebody
will
else.
in a
I'm
second.
just
I just want
gonna
to know what you're doing
join.
after
I'm just gonna go sit in the inn and wait for everybody
that. Okay,
else.
so then you're gonna head to the inn. Alright, meanwhile, in the inn, Radovan, Rainier...
I head straight to the innkeeper, who I presume is in the lower level, right? Like,
Yes, yeah, he's on the ground floor.
and I say, I'm looking for your the guide. I guess. I mean, the mayor said something about a guide. We're going away to save the town, and we need help, and I need to talk to him or her.
Okay, a guide for what and where?
The Fields of Sorrow.
Oh, don't know many people that would happily lead you over there, but if you're going to go there, I recommend you try to find probably Hansel. Hansel will probably be your best bet.
Hansel.
Yes, he's not here at the moment. He's usually here in the evenings.
Where is he?
Well, I don't know.
Quick!
I don't know.
Where?
Try his house, I suppose.
Where does he live? Come on.
He lives in a house. He's actually right behind the forge. Yes, lives in a house right behind the forge, very close to the forge.
All right, thank you. That's where I'll be going.
Well, fair enough. Would you like a drink before you leave?
Yes, please.
Thought so.
Hit me up with the whiskey. One for the road, you know.
Okay, so he pours you the unusually
Yes,
large
please.
whiskey.
A little more. Fill it to the top. Let's go,
Okay,
quick.
So wine glass full of whiskey, hands it to you.
I take it and I say, "This is from the mayor. Put it on the mayor's tab," and then I start leaving.
Okay, well that's fine because he's already got a letter of marque from the mayor that agrees to that, so he
That's
has
right.
no problem with it.
I totally forgot about that.
Okay,
Yeah.
the glass.
Tab.
Oh, okay. He sketches it down in his book. You're wandering out the tavern holding your wine glass full of whiskey.
Pretty much. That's how I roll.
Priests, I don't know.
Pinky up, even.
Sure, pinky up.
Alrighty. So yeah, there he goes. Like, okay, so you're going to head in that direction. Meanwhile, Racer, you're getting the horse and cart ready, getting the reins all put together, the tack and everything on the horse, making sure it's fed. They'll give you, a few couple of bags of grain to put in the back, so you've got some provisions for that.
I'm assuming it was stabled like in the local stable.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, well, I'm just gonna chit chat with like the local like stable hands and just say, have you heard of anything around the town? Hey, have you guys? Obviously, you know about the Fields of Sorrow. Tell me about them, and just make some general chit chat, trying to get us any information that I can that will help us.
All right, make a gather information roll. Gather information.
You can do it. Believe in you.
Alrighty. Let's see how our half-elven busybody does. Oh, look at her, look. Okay. Woo! So, you butter up the stable hand nice and, basically he says, well, I don't know a whole lot. I mean, he's a fairly young lad. He's probably about 15 years old. But I don't know a whole lot about the wizard and all that and the Fields of Sorrow, but I can tell you that everyone's been sick ever since the wizard started acting funny.
Oh. Really? Well, like what kind of funny?
Well, he's always a happy man, and then one day he just wasn't as happy as he normally is, and we sort of noticed it, and then after that everyone started getting sick. Always found it a bit weird, really. But of course, probably because he got sick as well, so he's not himself. I mean,
Could be.
It is pretty depressing. Everybody here in town suddenly, it started off, I mean, when everyone got sick, and the herbalist from the local village, he gave us all these tonics and made everybody better, and then 2 weeks later it came back, so we got the tonics again, and then it seems to be that every time we take the tonic, it lasts less and less and less time. Everyone's getting really worried because soon the tonic's not going to work at all, and then people are going to start croaking it. You know what I mean?
I do, yes. Do people generally like the wizard?
Well, yeah, but he's all right. I mean, he's a wizard. I mean, funny.
But he's not feared.
Well, I mean, to some degree, yeah. I mean, you don't want to be turned into nothing unnatural like a toad or a frog or nothing, do you? So you don't want to piss him off.
Right.
But I mean, at the end of the day, he's never really done anything to hurt anybody.
Interesting.
But as I said, but then also he's been wandering off a lot here lately. He keeps buggering off. It's like gone for days at a time, he is, and then he'll pop back up and he's around town for a day or two. No, don't want to talk to no one. Keeps himself to himself, and then he's off again. Don't know what he's up to. Strange folk, them wizards.
Well, sometimes magic does that to folks.
But yeah, but about the Fields of Sorrow, I don't know nothing about them really, other than the fact that apparently hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people died there a long time ago in a big war.
Yes. Well,
something to do with orcs and stuff. Didn't really pay much attention to history. I don't really care much about that sort of stuff. Live in the now, that's me.
Yeah, well, I understand, but thank you for your help.
Oh, not at all. Bye then.
Goodbye.
Okay. Right, Radovan, if you're heading back towards the forge, you're going in the direction that Kia is coming from. So you two are going to pretty much bump into each other as you head in that direction.
Okay.
Didn't see you there.
I'm kind of hard to miss.
Yeah, he's the 6'4" dude.
Sorry,
in
I'm
the
just used
armor.
to tuning you
Really?
out. So.
I thought you guys had like keen eyesight or something. What's going on here?
I'm just used to tuning you out. That is all.
I'd take a swig of my whiskey. Let's go. We got to talk to a guide. We got to get him on board as soon as possible because we got to get out of here.
Alrighty. Well, that's going to bring us to our first break.
All right, Radovan's drunk.
Radovan's
As
always.
always.
Okay. So you two, Radovan and Kia, you're going to a house behind the forge to look for this Hansel guy.
Yes, that's where we're going.
Ready. So, yeah, I mean, the forge, you know where the forge is, it's not hard to miss. The house that apparently Hansel lives in, it's a little rundown. It's not the nicest building in town, but I mean, it's adequate. It is very plain. Again, it's a wooden structure. it's not that it's that old. He just clearly, whoever lives here, doesn't take a lot of care of it. When you get there, there's a guy kind of sitting on the back porch. He's got short red hair. He's of average build. Got a scar on his right arm. Kind of looks almost like a claw mark. That kind of gives you the indication that he's definitely been in some kind of conflict fairly recently with something unpleasant. And he's about 5'11" tall. He's quite a slender sort of build. Fit, but not overly muscular. And he's got a big, twisty red mustache.
Ooh,
Yep. Okay.
I'm liking this guy.
I approach and raise a hand in greetings.
You wave.
It looks
Oh,
like
wave.
he's sitting there. It looks like he's kind of whittling something on wood. He's just sitting there like this, and you kind of walk up to him and you just go,
Hansel?
Huh? Yes?
My name is Radovan Rainier. I'm here with my friend Kia. We are heading into the Field of Sorrows.
That's
and
nice.
we need a guide.
Okay.
And they chose the townspeople, mayor and innkeeper, they kind of pointed in your direction.
Why would they do that? I'm not a guide.
Well, we were told differently.
You should
Oh,
probably
you-
check and see who that
you
is
told
first.
wrong then. He said, "I am Hansel, but I'm not a guide. I've given that." He goes, "I've given up that life long ago. Not interested in it." He said, "It doesn't pay anything for a start. It's dangerous, arduous." He said, "No." He said, "I make a living now just whittling toys out of wood."
Oh, well, and you're doing a spectacular job, I guess. You are aware that your town is afflicted with some malaise, right?
Yeah, we all are.
Well,
What does
I'd
it
like
exact-
to
but
try to
why
charm
would-
him.
Why would I want to go wandering off into the middle of nowhere with a bunch of strangers when I know that at some point this sickness is going to come back and I need to be here to make sure I get the next dose of the tonic?
I step in front of Radovan, and I'd like to try to charm him.
Okay, so
I
when
charm
you say
person.
charm, you mean as in...
My actual spell, yeah.
Oh, you're going to actually... Damn,
yes,
bring the
I
guns
think we
out.
might really need him.
Okay, so you're casting charm person?
Yes.
Okay. Saving throw. Okay, so you kind of walk over, do your finger twiddling. Okay, which in theory, if it worked, he's now going to warm up to you as if you're some kind of long lost friend. Okay, so after casting the spell, what are you going to say to him?
I'm going to smile at him and say, I'm Kia. We would be so grateful for your help. It would mean the world to us. We've never been through the Field of Sorrow, and you seem like you know what's up. You know what you're doing, and it would just be a pleasure to have you with us. Would you mind
I'd like
coming
to
with
help,
us?
I really would, but it's so dangerous.
Yes, it's dangerous, and that's why we'd like you to come with us, because you, together with Radovan's a great fighter. Our friend Raisa, she's a fantastic rogue, and to have you we would be unstoppable. Your help would mean everything to us.
Well, what exactly am I helping you do? I mean, I'd like to help you, but I mean, at least tell me what you're asking me to get into.
You would guide us through the Fields of Sorrow towards the mountains. You would help keep watch at night, protect us, and make sure no harm comes to us, basically.
Well, I'm not much of a protector. I mean, yeah, I've been through the Field of Sorrows a few times, and I've been to the mountains, although I haven't really been into them. I suppose I could help you. I mean, are we going to be long?
We could leave now, and we'll be back in a week. Tops.
Well, okay then, seeing as it's you.
I go and give him a big hug.
Alright, he kind of blushes.
Thank
and
you, thank you,
He
thank
says,
you.
well, let me get my belongings. He wanders inside and comes out carrying a big sack. He's now got a long sword in his belt. He's got a hand axe tucked in his now high boots.
I glance back at Radovan.
Giving the long, hard stare.
easy.
He's like, well, let's go then.
Yeah, lead the way, Kia.
I smile and walk out, standing very properly.
Alrighty. So he follows you. So where are you guys going with him?
We have to find Raisa.
Okay. Well, you pretty much knew where she was because she was going to be outside the. You know, she was tacking the horse and getting it ready and stuff. Outside the.
Okay.
All right. So once you get back to her, yeah. So Raisa, they come wandering up with this redhead, this kind of strange dude that you've never seen before, who's got a big, he's got a big cheesy grin on his face, and he seems to be following Kia around.
Okay, so I'm going to immediately kind of pull Radovan and Kia to the side and tell them what the little peasant boy told me about the mage, and just express a little bit of concern about how, you know, he started acting weird and then the town got sick. And I want to ask them if they think that possibly he had anything to do with the reason they're sick, and if maybe we should go talk to him a little bit more before we head out, or if they think we should just go.
Oh.
I'm
By
not.
now, I mean, it is starting to get dark.
I'm
Yeah.
not surprised that these magicians and wizards and witches and sorcerers and magic wielders not of St. Cuthbert want to meddle and get involved in crap that's, you know, kind of not their business to do. Must just sling spells, sling spells. Ooh, look at me, I can sling spells, my frail bodies. Basically what I said.
I pat him on the
He's such
shoulder.
such a
I have no interest dealing
Which
with
is
the wizard
probably up
again.
here.
I want to get the hell out of here, and preferably, yeah. And I hold my tongue. I don't say anything more.
Okay,
Well,
so-
Radovan's game. Let's go. I am
so where are you
concerned,
going?
but
Well, it's getting dark, guys. Do we want to
uh,
freshen up and head out at first light, or do we want to head out into the darkness where there
We
could be
don't.
bandits?
we don't have time. I think we should get out there and take watches and sleep in cycles. We don't have any time. If we wait, we might. I am just giving us a day. I'm sure we're going to run into something, and we're going to get backtracked somehow. I think we should just get out of here.
Okay,
Alright, so y'all are gonna leave?
I like
Do
it.
you agree? Do you agree? Okay.
Let's go.
Get it, get it!
Alrighty. Okay, so off these intrepid adventurers are going to the fields, or towards the fields of sorrow. So this brings us up to our world map. So here is Sorrowmorn, and this is the direction you're heading. Of course, bear in mind you guys can't actually see anything on the map. You don't have one. But you head out, and you
Could have
guys
got a map.
Yeah.
Crap.
Return the
We have our
map.
guide. We
That's
have our
right. You have a
guide.
guide. So
might
that
die.
is your methodology of getting somewhere.
He has screwed over everybody. Didn't buy lanterns or maps. Just brought food.
Well, maps
Go
are not
Kia.
commonplace anyway.
Well,
so
well, it kind of defeats the purpose to charm them, right? I mean, they're not coming on their own free will, so
well, he thinks he is.
yeah,
thinks he
well,
is.
he's a
Doesn't
doofus
know
with red
anything.
hair.
All right. So you
We
head
should
out.
get Zach on here to play that character.
There you go. Right. Basically, you guys head out. I'm gonna replace. You've got you're all on your cart, and you're going like straight out. You're not gonna rest or anything like that. You guys are just hitting the road.
Yes.
All right.
We haven't discussed who's going to be in charge of the horse while we sleep.
Okie dokie. Well, you continue to travel. It's about midday, and you've left the main road now. You're kind of going across open plains. The heavens open up, and it starts to rain. It's kind of like a slow drizzle, though. It's not like a heavy downpour. But it does dampen your clothes as well as your spirits. Your guide Hansel is very quick to remove a thick hooded cloak from his travel bag, which he secures about his neck, pulling the hood up over his eyes, or over his head
yeah.
to shield his eyes from the rain. It's kind of smelly, though. You notice it's got like, it looks like it's covered in some kind of grease or fat. It's not the most pleasant, but you're also kind of jealous of the fact that you guys are getting pretty wet and soggy, and you notice that the rain is running off of this thing. He just kind of sits there and huddles it around him like he's done this before. He's prepared for this sort of thing.
Yeah.
You travel on pretty much for the most of the part of the day. It starts to get late. The half moon that is in the night sky, accompanied alongside with a drizzle, does little to help your vision. Of course, Kia and Raisa can see somewhat still quite well. And it's becoming more frequent that the cart starts to jar and hit bumps and stuff like that, because the only thing stopping you really from crashing into a tree stump or something is the fact that at the last minute the elves are like, watch out! So you guys can continue if you wish, or you can try to wait until you've got better vision.
But we got a half moon, guys, so...
I mean, you two can see, but Radovan and Hansel can't see spots. I mean, they've got the rain coming down, that's blocking their vision. It's a half moon, so it's not a particularly bright night either. And obviously, with there being a lot of rain, it means a lot of clouds. So it's pretty difficult. You guys are really just kind of catching glimpses, because you're elves and you don't need much light to see. But even for you guys, you're kind of having to really squint and study and look. And of course, by now you've been awake all day and all night and half the next day, so everyone is starting to get pretty tired. Hansel says, not far ahead, there are some ruins of an old castle that I've used before as shelter. If we go on a little further, maybe we can escape some of this rain and possibly get a fire going.
I like it.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm definitely.
Alrighty. So you kind of continue pushing on ahead. At this point, I mean, it's getting pitch black. The good news is the rain starts to ease off. Once you kind of get close, the castle ruins are but walls and broken pillars. There is little shelter from the elements from above, but at least the walls are keeping the wind off. But as I said, as luck, or maybe the good providence of St. Cuthbert blessing your mission, the rain actually starts to ease off.
Awesome.
So it's possible that maybe not quite such a miserable night may be ahead in the future. Crush proof. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Alrighty. So you guys pretty much... Oh, let me move you onto the map, because you guys can't see yourselves right now. Okay, there's Hansel, and there is Radovan. Okay, the building kind of directly south from where you guys are standing is the most structurally intact. It's got kind of half walls or pillows, but you can kind of huddle into the corners.
Pillows?
Pillars, pillowy pillars.
Yeah, pillars. And Hansel tells you that that's where I've stayed before. He said, and there's not much roofing left. He said, but you can get a fire going in the corner, and we can at least dry you guys out a bit, possibly.
Great.
Sounds good.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go there, and I need to sleep.
Okey-dokey. All right, so we'll put you guys all here. Okay, Hansel goes inside and pulls out some dry tinder, a tinder box, and starts getting a fire going in the corner.
Good thing he has that
So
stuff.
glad
My friend.
he came.
Appreciate the follow. Yeah,
I have some.
He's a worldly man. This is why he's a guide. He knows things. He's prepared.
Be prepared, be prepared.
Okay. During this time, but Raisa, you have noticed something small hopping around, kind of over here in these.
Bunny!
Actually, it looks like some kind of small animal.
Oh God! The company I keep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, I would like to watch it a little bit more and see if I recognize what it is.
Okay, after kind of watching it for another minute or two, yes. It is a big, fat, plump, brown bush bunny.
A bush bunny?
Yeah. It's just they're about this big. Chiggles count number 1. There you go.
Yes!
Not a bush baby, a bush bunny.
Sorry.
And he's gone, ladies and gentlemen. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. With the cleric laughing so hideously, the bunny runs away.
No.
Okay, so yeah, so there's a big plump bunny.
How quick is he moving?
Not particularly. He's just kind of hopping and nibbling at some of the leaves and stuff like that. He's
So
fine.
I'm just gonna turn to my counterparts and say, anybody fancy a rabbit for dinner?
As soon as you say that, you notice kind of Hansel's like, and he pulls out what looks like a short bow from his sack, and then starts looking, rubbing his hands.
It's on. It's
Tacos,
on.
Thank you for the follow. Okay, again. He's foraging around to get an arrow. Suddenly seems excited.
Too late. I've already got my bow up and arrow out.
Okay, so you're gonna try to plug the bunny before he does. Go right ahead. Shoot away.
All right.
It is close. So I mean, you're at
Point blank.
+5. Yeah,
Nice.
+5. Okay. Arrow flies straight out of Race's short bow. Skewers the said bunny rabbit straight through the body and pins it to the floor.
And it goes.
that is the sound bunnies make, right? After it yelps. So there you go. One dead bunny. I'm not giving you experience points for the bunny. It wasn't worth anything. It wasn't a white bunny, and it didn't have nasty pointy teeth. So
Oh, it's just a little bunny rabbit.
just an innocent bunny, isn't it? So, but it will definitely make a nice big plump meal for everyone. And you now have a fire going.
Yeah.
All right, so it's not too long before your guide has made a makeshift spit into the rabbit, skewered it, and is sitting there just kind of periodically you're giving it a turn and roasting said bunny rabbit, looking at it like actually gonna get a hot meal. The fire is not particularly big because the guide said he didn't want to make anything like a bonfire, a huge bonfire that would bring too much, too much attention to everybody, right? So, what are you guys gonna do?
Well, I'm going to eat we're eating the bunny, right?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
when it's ready.
The
I
bunny.
mean, unless you want to start chowing down on the half-raw bunny, you go right ahead, you savage.
The half-raw bush bunny?
Otherwise, Radovan just putting his back to the wall as comfortably as he possibly can.
Just trying to dry
And
out.
he's drying out and his eyes are closed, so he's trying to get a little bit of shut-eye,
Okay.
with the crackling fire.
All right.
I would
Hansel's
like to be
taking care of the
scanning
bunny.
the horizon while the bunny cooks, just because I'm a little sketchy after that dog attack.
Okay, whereabouts are you looking? Show me where you're going to stand. Or where
Okay,
you want to
I am going to be...
you could probably fairly easily climb up the side of these ruined walls and stuff if you wanted to.
Ooh, can I come up here?
Up where? Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be up on top there. Then that way I can pretty much 360 around. So just kind of...
Gotcha.
Scanning.
Make a climb roll, but it won't be too difficult for you. You'll need about a 12.
Don't botch.
Don't fail.
Oh no!
Okay. So you start scrabbling up the side. Suddenly, one of the big chunks of rock just slips. Like
I start snickering.
And of course, with it
immediately
being so
snickering.
dark, you couldn't really see. So, and you start to lose your footing. Make a tumble check to avoid hurting yourself from the fall.
I'm a ninja, so we should be okay. Yes.
Bam. Okay.
Ninja!
You slip down.
I'm good at falling.
But you kind of manage to slide across the ground and tumble into a neat little ball and up back on your feet. It's almost like I meant to do that.
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna pop back up. Like what? I'm just
What are you
farting
looking
around here. Yeah, no,
I'm already
I
snickering.
didn't just fall off there.
Right. I mean, it's the sort of thing that if it was broad daylight, you could do it with ease. But with it being, the rock is wet, it's slippery, it's dark, the clouds, there's not much light, only the fire.
Okay, well then
that's
I'm gonna
obviously
move.
why you slipped.
I'm gonna move over here and kind of peer around, like peer to this side, peer to that side.
Okay, so you're gonna kind of you're just gonna loiter around that big stone pillar and use it as a
Yeah,
cover.
'cause I can kind of see the whole courtyard of this area.
Okay. No
And
problem. Right.
I am.
What is
I have
Sia
Cal.
doing?
I have Cal out. I'm petting him, and I'm looking at Radovan. Even though I know he's trying to get some quick shut eye, I'm gonna say, "So Radovan, how did you become a priest?" Big question. I just want to trust you. How are you even a priest?
Let's get-
I can hear Kia,
Wake
right?
up! Wake
yeah.
up!
It's
I'm
it's,
just
it's
gonna-
like get to know Radovan time.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of bend over and pick up a little pebble and flick it in his general direction, trying to hit him like in
Oh,
It's not gonna hurt him, but it's just gonna wake him up. He's no sleepy time for you, buddy.
you've been traveling for so long. What are you guys doing? What? Jesus! What? And I look at Kia and I'm like, what?
How did you become a priest? You promised that I can ask you questions while we are on our way, so I can trust you. And Cal looks up and hisses at him.
We're not at that. We're not at that. Okay. Okay. I became a priest from my dad. We kind of fell into it. And then I joined the order. And then I did everything I had to do to become a priest. And that's all I'm going to say tonight.
Short and
So-
sweet. You get the
do you
short
got-
version.
Do you want to know what I kind of am special at, maybe? I could kind of tell you that.
What are you?
And then we
special at?
can put this behind me. I'm a very diplomatic person, believe it or not. So you jumping in and charming this whatever his name is, Falafel.
Hansel.
And
Whatever.
falafel?
Was
Falafel
just-
filling?
Yes.
And then again, you got in the way of the father priest. I mean, you just interjected when I was talking to him. It's like,
And falafel says, we're charmed. We're friends.
yeah,
We were
okay,
Friends.
okay,
I,
sure.
I stare daggers at Radovan. Like, are you
I mean,
serious?
I wouldn't have helped. I mean, I certainly wouldn't have helped if I didn't know Kia so well. If she wasn't such a friend of mine.
And I smile.
It's
yeah.
just,
What are you doing, Racy?
Oh, I've got an ear to them and my eyes out, just kind of looking, watching.
Alrighty.
Listening.
From you
okay.
kind of catch a glimpse of movement from over here by this wall. You're not sure what it was. It's just like one of those things that the moonlight kind of caught something, and you just saw a shadow move.
So I'm just gonna say, well, guys, I just saw something. I don't know what it is, but there's something. Hush.
Okay, so you're all gonna everyone's trying to be quiet.
And just until I can figure out what it is, right?
Right.
Until I see it again, I could just be
Alright.
like, it's another bunny, or
I'll be
More
quiet.
supper.
I'll be quiet.
Okay.
Trust race that a little bit more than Radovan. So.
Okay, make a spot check for me, please, Racer.
I'm the only one who gets to roll tonight, suckers.
See?
No one else
Lucky.
is really out there. No one else is where they could see it right now. So
Jeebus.
Yeah, another 20. What?
Yes.
alrighty. Okay, you notice a small humanoid trying very, and doing a really good job of being kind of concealed. If it wasn't for your super keen eyesight, average person wouldn't have seen it. As you see what looks like some little fellow sneak from here across and behind. He disappears kind of out of view behind this wall.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say weapons and kind of get into a defensive position, hoping obviously they'll probably take my cue.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna say straight forward and a little to the right behind the stone wall. And then
Alrighty.
yeah.
So what's everybody else doing?
I've stood up by this point to stand next to Kia, looking out,
Okay.
trying to see what she's seeing.
Go ahead and put yourself where your character's standing for me. I know exactly where you are. Okay. Radovan, what about you?
I start laughing.
You're gonna laugh?
I'm gonna laugh, and then I'm gonna, of course, get up, but I'm noisy.
Drunk.
And
Okay.
I say to them, so you guys want to be the front lines, do you?
Well, you're at the back, so Hansel has
I
drawn
know,
his
but-
sword, and he's kind of moved up
There,
and positioned himself kind of between the wall, and the pillar, but slightly in front of Kia. And he kind of puts his hand back, almost like, "Stay back, be careful."
this little boy.
Thank
And
you.
Radovan, you're still sitting in the corner.
No, I stand up, but I say to Kia and Risa, you do realize that you are wearing next to nothing, right?
I'm hiding behind the wall ish. I'm peeking out.
Well, then I'm mostly talking to Kia.
Are you
I'm
actually
still
trying
mad
to
at her.
Are you
I'm
trying
still
to
mad at
conceal
her.
yourself? Are you just kind of tucking behind the wall, or are you like making obvious attempts to actually conceal yourself?
I am peeking out. Like
Okay.
I'm in this little corner, so I've got kind of like I guess the walls here. You know, I
Well,
just
suddenly, as you guys are kind of negotiating, talking, getting yourself ready, you suddenly hear what sounds like multiple high-pitched yelling and screaming, like, "Ah!" And a horde of horrid little things suddenly come running out of the dark to.
God.
Gosh.
Bow shooting,
Okay,
Initiative.
headshots,
Now.
a horde. Oh man.
Jeez.
No, that's
Okay.
enough.
All right. So, as they come
Wow.
running out, these guys they're like small, about 4 foot tall, gnarly little dudes with green skin. They're obviously goblins or goblinoids of some kind, and they're all literally just charging towards your defensive position, like with next to no care, and they're moving pretty rapidly. So, everybody, make your initiative checks, please.
This is terrifying.
And sorry, initiative is
D20 plus your initiative modifier.
There we go. Thank you.
See
Sorry.
me rolling.
80. Okay, so Jane is on a. Okay, let's see.
Ooh.
Jane's a 21. Race is on a 19.
Trust me, you guys want me to go first.
Okay, your guide dude is going on a 13.
Shade 17. Yeah. Woo, woo.
17.
Rolling like bosses. Keep the rolling.
Okay, so you all are, you guys are all kind of very alert and real quick to act. Oh, Dini! Yeah, Pia, Liana, as
That's
they come
because I gave them
charging
the
out of
warning.
the dark. On this map,
I-
each square represents 10 feet instantly.
Okay. Can I release my cat to go brush up against one as I do my own spell?
You can. I mean, you can give him you can basically tell Cal if you pick
Okay.
one, and tell him to go tag it. By all
Okay.
means.
I'm gonna whisper to Cal, go brush up against the closest one, and give him the touch of fatigue. And then I'm also gonna cast Grease Spell in the vicinity in front of
you've got
us.
to cast the spell. So
Right.
So you wouldn't be able to cast like. Cal can run up and touch him, and once he does so, you've still got to cast the spell. It's just
Okay.
that Cal is like an extension of your hand.
Right, I'm not gonna do that then. I'm gonna cast Grease because this is a big. How many
Okay. Where
are
do
there?
you-
There's
where-
like
It's
6.
hard to tell. I mean, you
Oh,
can see
jeez.
at least 6.
yeah.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
7 on the
I'm
board.
greasing up that ground, so maybe
Okay,
Radovane
whereabouts are you
and
casting the
Grace
grease spell?
I'll point about right. Oh.
Left click and hold it down.
Oh,
Okay, so you're going to grease this area right here.
yes.
Alrighty. So you put a grease spell in this area, right? Which is cool because that's kind of where they're running. Alrighty, Raisa.
Go.
Okay, you're going to shoot the closest one, or
Whichever one I have the best perspective
from where
of.
you are, it's probably this guy right here.
Yeah, let's get him.
Alrighty. It's not point blank, so it's just +4. Incidentally, Radovan and Hansel cannot see these guys at all, right? It's just, all you know is that you can hear screaming in the dark, and there's something coming. Because you guys can't see squat. Okay, right, you fire your arrow, it flies through the air, and thump, hits the guy. Roll your damage. 6.
Pray to St. Cuthbert.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh my gosh.
Okay, basically, it's more of a glancing blow. The arrow just kind of catches him on the cheek and flies off.
my damage rolls are always brutal. I got really good on the 20.
So
You give me a
your
D6.
damage- You're like a glass cannon or something like that.
Me, Raisa plus D6 equals fail.
Right. Okay. So next it is. Okay, your guide. He kind of moves forward.
Didn't Radovan roll higher than the guide?
Thought I did.
Actually,
Yeah.
yes. Sorry, Radovan, you are next.
Better.
What are you doing?
I run to right here where there's like perfect cover between both the pillar and the wall,
Okay.
and I cast Bless on my allies.
Okay, so you're gonna move. You're gonna
Bless
take
you,
half an action to
people.
move up and then cast the bless spell. Okay, awesome. Go to Romeo
Isn't it
Natty.
like-
Thanks for the follow, friend. Okay. So
Radovan?
you cast bless. Blessed be. Which does what?
Bless prevents,
They'll
saves
wanna
you
know.
guys against fear because it's dark and Radovan doesn't know what's going on. So that's the first thing he's going to do is to protect you guys from being fearful, and it also gives you guys +1 on an attack rolls.
Ooh,
There you go.
nice.
Yep. So basically, if you have to make any fear checks, it's a bonus, but it also gives you +1 to your attack roll. Exactly. Okay, so you've done that. Okay, the goblins are actually acting.
Goblins.
Yes. As they start getting closer, you're able to see them more.
Yikes!
Oh, they're running right into the grease. Oh yeah.
Of course, they don't know it's there.
What's that big one? Is that a big one?
He's slightly larger than the other, but not
This
much.
guy? Oh,
Okay.
he made it. Okay.
Right. So these first two, they slam right into the grease spell. Okay, this one kind of slips and slides his way through it and manages to get on the other side. This guy, however, unfortunately for him, he falls flat on his ass. So this guy's laying on his back.
Okay.
Okay, so Radovan, this one is like almost right to you.
Okay.
And this one, they're all kind of closing in at this point. Right, there's one little dude back here. You feel like you hear something go clink, 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 as you notice a small arrow ricochet and bounce off of the pillar and kind of land back here behind you.
Ugh.
So there's somebody or something out there with a bow shooting at you as well, but it didn't hit anybody.
Oh no.
Okay, once this happens, our intrepid Hansel charges forwards to hit this guy.
Oh no, is he? Okay, good. He's gonna miss the grease.
And successfully does. He swings his long sword in a wild arc and literally just hacks straight into the side of the goblin, cleaving him and hacking him to the floor.
Go Hansel awful.
Yay.
Hansel awful, yeah. So, yep, aptly now named Hansel awful because Daggett could not say his name.
Shagget or drunk Radovan?
There you go. Right, so this guy is now dead. Okay, that's all the goblins can do this round. Okay, next round, it is Kiana to act first.
Okay, got that guy. Well, I'm going to magic missile the nearest goblin to me.
Okay, the nearest one that's standing or the one that's laying on his back?
No, standing.
Okay,
Standing.
so that would be the guy with the short spear right here.
Alright.
Alrighty, you can't miss, so roll your 1d4 plus 1.
Do I not? No, that's only attack, so I don't get a +2.
Woo!
4. Blam!
Killing them goblins.
Okay, alright, you fire your magic missile, the glowing ball of blue light flies from your hand and blasts the goblin square in the chest. For a moment, they all kind of and hesitate, like it was such a surprise for them. They didn't expect to see something like that. But, the one back here with the board and sword, he yells something. Does any of you speak Goblin?
Ooh,
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Okay. He yells something in a guttural tongue, and they all kind of look at him, and then it seems to like bolster their courage as they advance. They get ready to advance and keep coming forward.
Oh.
Resa, you're next.
Okay, can I see the bow and arrow wielder?
Probably not.
Okay, well, I would like to shoot for the one that I can see pretty decently, but is like, well, actually, what do we got? We got a shield and a spear.
Well, from where you are, you've got the wall here. So these guys are really obscured from your view. The ones down this bottom. So you can see this one right here, and you can see the one that's right here on the floor. That's trying to get up this way.
Can I see this guy right here?
Yeah, you can see him.
Okay, well, I'd like to take a shot at him.
All right. 10, 20, 30. He is just within point blank range for you. So that's actually +5 for this guy. A 9. Okay, you fire the arrow, actually. He kind of ducks his head back behind the wall, and it hits where he was, but it kind of ricochets and bounces off the wall right here on the corner. Radovan.
Alright, I am going to... Do I see this guy?
Yes, you can see all of them here.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna...
You can't see the guy at the back, but you can see these guys right here.
Alright, I'm gonna close the distance and attack him. Standard attack.
Okie dokie. D20 +3, I believe, for you.
It was +3, but I did that.
+4, because you have Bless as well.
Oh my god.
Oh, no!
Okay, as you charge forward to hit him, forgetting that there's a dead body on the floor, you kind of stumble slightly and swing wildly, but he's just in time. The goblin manages to bring his shield up, and the Morningstar glances a sideward blow off the goblin's wooden shield.
Okay.
Never mind. Okay, the goblins. This guy on the floor is still attempting to get up, and he's still slipping and sliding. This guy now, the one at the back, seeing that there's something not to run into, is kind of coming around the side. These two are toe-to-toe with Radovan. This guy here with the sword is just kind of moving up, and this guy disappears from view behind the wall.
Oh, no.
Alrighty. So the two that are toe-to-toe with Radovan, one lunges at you with his sword and misses. The other stabs violently with his short spear. Okay, a wincing pain in your upper thigh as you receive 3 hit points worth of damage as he stabs forward with his short spear with a little and you suddenly feel like this wincing pain in your leg, like ah! At that point, this like gleeful look on his face when he sees the pain and agony that you're is like he's like overly excited that he's actually inflicted pain on you.
Of course.
The one behind him is hopping up and down like, let me try.
Oh my gosh. Little turds.
You hear a loud snap in the distance and a scream like ah! As if somebody or something, another goblin, just felt pain to what. You can't see it. You don't know what happened.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yes, interesting.
What happens when you fumble with a goblin? So anyway,
We don't see it. We don't know
We
that.
had some masked hero.
I know, like a masked vigilante.
the other one has vanished from sight. He's getting up. Okay.
Hansel, brother or something.
Hansel runs up and stands side by side heroically with the brave cleric and swings at the one with the short spear, striking home yet again. And as this one is already slightly damaged, he lunges forward, impaling him on the end of his sword, and he goes down hard.
Loving this guy.
Hansel Falafel?
Hansel falafel. Yeah, Hansel's doing a great job. Your guide is doing more damage than you guys are.
It's pretty bad.
It's heroic. Okay, Radovan. It is your turn to react.
No, isn't it Kia's?
No, you're after the goblin. Oh no, actually no. You are correct. Sorry, it is Kia.
Alright. I'd like to try to smack one with my quarterstaff, the one that's close to Radovan, and my
3,000 HP. Thanks for the follow, dude. Well, you're over here, so you got to move up first. And don't forget this.
Right.
You don't want to go right here because this area is greased.
Right, I'm gonna go come from behind him. Sneak around.
Okay, you can get there, but you won't be able to act this turn.
Dang it.
You're traveling 20 feet to get there.
Oh, is it really that far?
Yeah, each one of these squares is 10 feet on this map.
Boy.
I mean, you can definitely do that, or you can, if you want to do something now, you can still cast.
Okay, I'll just cast this turn and we'll see what happens next time. Magic Missile, it's my only attack.
Alright, another Magic Missile. D4 plus 1. Who are you hitting?
Get him, get him!
Get him.
The one right in front of Radovan.
Okay, no problem.
Oh.
Blam. Okay, you shoot your ball of light and hit that guy, doing 2 points of damage. Race up.
Yes. Okay. I need some advice here. So I'm thinking what I would like to do is go. Okay, I'm just gonna move my token so you can see what I'm thinking. Go around. Oops. Go around this way and sneak up behind them. But I don't know if I can make it over the wall and how far I can get before next turn.
You can basically, like from here, you can go down to here and come over the wall here with a successful jump. And that'll cut your distance down, and you'll be here and possibly concealed to be able to act the next turn. Or you can try to go all the way around, but you're probably not going to get to act the next turn either.
Well, no, she would want to get there quick, so let's try the jump.
All right, make a jump check.
All right.
Uh-oh.
I better.
You can do it!
Fuck off.
Fumble! Let's get ready to fumble. Okay. Not only do you fail your jump, but your foot or your boot catches the lip of the broken rock, and you fall smack on your face on the other side of the wall with a loud thump.
Oh.
Probably a few choice words as well.
Yeah. You're physically not hurt, but your pride is. You land splat. Hope nobody saw that.
Yeah.
Okay. Radovan Renia.
I'm gonna do another attack on that guy.
Okay.
Praying I actually land a hit. The guy in front of me. Yeah. Alright. Here it comes. There we go. That's my
Bam! Okay, you hit the guy. Roll your damage. D8 plus 3.
Get it!
Is it D8 plus 3?
Oh, it's plus 2 actually. Sorry, that's right. It was only
So it's 5 points, or
Okay, yeah.
do you want me to just
Smack him
reroll?
upside the head for 5. No, that's fine.
Okay.
Basically, you bring your Morning Star round in a huge arc. He gets his shield in the way, but it is nothing more than really an old, like, edge of a barrel. It's not an actual shield. It's a makeshift shield. And it splinters and shatters with the force of your blow as your Morning Star carries straight through. You hear a loud, gratifying crunch as the arm that was in the way breaks. And the Morning Star kind of hits him in the jaw as he falls backwards, kind of just laying there. He's alive, but barely. He's like flinching, like.
My turn to go.
Radovan laughs at the goblin. Okay, the other goblin here is kind of moving up his action, close the gap, and he's actually swinging at your guide. This guy has now also managed to get up, and he is all as well coming at you. So your guide is facing 2 attacks this time. Oh dear.
Oh.
Okay, this goblin with the sword, noticing that the guide is suddenly, he turns his head as he sees this one come up from the side. This goblin takes his opportunity, seizes the chance, and lunges forward with his curved dagger, slashing your guide across the thigh, doing 6 damage. As he winces in pain and lowers his guard to feel the blow, the other goblin on the other side swings wildly with his hand axe and hits him on the arm, although it's a glancing blow for 2. So that's 8 points of damage to Hansel Falafel turn.
How many hit points does he have?
You don't know. I can tell you that he doesn't look. I mean, he looks. He's worse for wear, but he doesn't look close to death.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. Is how damaged is he?
He's not like critical. Okay. He kind of like in pain, just like lunges out almost as an instinct and stabs the one to his left, and runs him straight through. Like as the goblin dives on him with the axe and stabs it and like hits him, he shoves the sword up at the same time and impales the goblin, killing that one. That's 3 he's...
Yeah, we haven't... He's the only one who's killed them.
Okay. Meanwhile, our goblin archer back here is running forward now with nothing more than a dagger in his hand. He's kind of closed the distance, but he can't act. Okay, next round. Kia, what do you want to do?
Am I in range to attack any of them with my staff by running, or...
Well, you are.
The guy to my right.
You suddenly, with your keen elven eyesight and hearing, you hear some rustling, and as you turn and glance from behind this wall, you see a goblin kind of charging forward towards you with his dagger raised up high, like he's about to jump on you and knife you. What do you want to do? I mean, you can, if you want, just swing wildly at him with your Morningstar. He is close enough, or he will be. You can take a step forward and swing.
She's got a Morningstar?
I mean, not a Morningstar, a quarter
No,
staff.
I do not.
Quarter staff.
Well, I don't
Not even a
want
full
to risk
staff. It's only a quarter.
to risk the chance of missing. I do have a question though. If I try to get Cal to touch him for the touch of fatigue, would he not be able to like finish his charge?
Quite possible. Well, you're going to act first, but you've got to instruct Cal. So yeah. Or you could just dive forward and try to lay your hand on him.
Ooh, goodness.
Tough call.
How brave do you feel? Do you wish to have Cal leap at his leg and do it for you, or do you want to do it?
I mean, think about it. You charmed this guy and he's dying in front of you. You might as well, maybe.
But you gotta remember, the goblin's 4 feet tall. Like, he's short. He's small.
Whatever you're going to do, you need to do it.
Alright, I'm
Your
gonna
character
do it
doesn't have
myself.
time to
I'm
have a
gonna
huge debate
shimmy
about
to
it.
the right, try to get out of the way of his dagger or whatever, and try to touch him,
Okay.
or the hand of
Alright,
fatigue.
so as he lunges forward, you're
Touch
going to
it.
kind of meet him halfway. You're going to try to lay your hands on it. Okay. Well, the good news is when you do a touch effect, you don't have to beat their armor, because the armor doesn't matter.
Right.
It's only their ability to duck, dive, and dodge. So they're a lot easier to hit. Just if you'd like to know what you need to successfully get a 13 or higher. You need to hit 13 or higher, and you're at, as a touch effect, d20 plus 1. So you need to roll a 12 or more. Dum 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 dum.
Oh, yes!
Yes!
Barely.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
As he lunges forward, as you said, you sidestep him and just kind of wing your hand and touch him as you land your touch effect spell, which does... Tell everybody what it does.
The touch of fatigue, it fatigues the character so they can't run or charge, and they have -2 to their strength and dexterity.
Yeah, basically it's like he's suddenly just worn down. He's like, ugh.
Right. And anything that would fatigue him would make him exhausted, which is even
So-
worse.
Yep. Okay, so that's that. Raisa, you're next.
Okay, how can I sneak in behind these guys and go in for a sneak attack?
Sneak attack!
If you had not have made a huge crashing sound when you fell on your face so that they know that you're there, yes, you could have. But the goblin looked and saw, so he knows you're right over there. So you can run forward and stab him, but it won't be counted as a successful sneak attack.
No, I think I'll just shoot him.
Okay. Yeah, why risk covering that 10 feet? It's point blank. Okay, so
That's right.
go
So
ahead and
plus
smack
5.
him. Yep, plus 5.
Yes!
Okay,
Smack.
you plug him with the arrow. D6 damage.
We all know how this goes.
Race.
Okay, however...
No chanting.
You're hitting... Okay, this guy is actually out of commission. He's actually died now. So you're
That's my doing.
Oh,
yeah,
sweet.
you're hitting this guy.
Okay.
Okay, so you fire the arrow and it plugs him. He like lets out a loud. Okay, let's check to see where we're at. It is kind of fun.
All right, so since Handfalafel or whatever got really hurt, right?
There's just one goblin still standing toe to toe with you.
I'm actually going to sacrifice my light cleric spell for a heal spell, the cure light wounds thing.
So you're just going to turn to heal him.
I'm gonna turn to heal him because he's been doing more work than any of us.
But bear in
So
mind that means that this goblin is going to be at a plus to hit you because you're not acting defensively. You can still do that.
I'll do it. Yeah, I mean with the damage how much damage have I taken already?
Oh, you've only taken
Three. Yes, I'm
you're
all right.
Okay. Alrighty. So you cast your Cure Light Wounds, which is 1d8 plus 2. Heal Hansel. 9!
Oh, wow.
Okay, you lay your
made him
hands
feel
upon
better.
Hansel, and the bathing light of St. Cuthbert flows over him, and the wounds that he was sustained instantly just like vanish. For your trouble, however, your goblin
alright.
friend manages to get another nasty blow in, and he sticks his dagger in your upper forearm, like stabs it in and pulls it straight out, and takes another 3 points of damage.
Ugh.
Our other, no longer bow wielding, dagger wielding maniac instead, he comes charging forward. I'm gonna move these corpses. He also comes charging forward with his dagger, and he leaps upon Hansel. And as he leaps, he trips over and lands flat on his face. That's 2 fumbles for the same goblin. This goblin sucks. He's their comic relief. So he is now on his ass. Okay.
Well, every goblin entourage needs a comic relief goblin. We all know this.
The one that you have
Goblin
there
101.
that's fatigued, he kind of lunges at you, but it's like a really half step. It's like, and misses you. Like, there's no effort behind his lunge at all. It's pathetic. The effects of your fatigue spell clearly taking toll on him. Okay, Raisa, it is your turn to act. Now, these guys no longer are paying any attention to you because one is worrying about the fact that he's eating dirt on the floor, and the other one is enjoying the fact that he's getting to take huge chunks out of your cleric's forearm.
Is there a reason I get to go before Kia?
No, there isn't actually. Kia is first. She's up there toe to toe with this guy. What do you want to do, Kia?
Alright, I'm smacking him with my quarterstaff.
Okay, swing away. You're at +2 to hit because of your bless spell.
Oh, sweet. Getting them 20s.
What did you put on? Did you just put a poison counter on yourself?
What?
Oh, how did that appear?
Oh, whoops, I don't know. I don't know. Can you get rid of that? I poisoned
20.
myself because I don't want to deal with these wounded.
Okay, D6 plus is a D6 damage for you with your quarterstaff.
Yes.
Swing away.
Oh, wow.
Okay. It keeps. I don't know why it's doing that. Someone's doing it.
I'm not doing it.
Okay, you lunge forward with the quarterstaff, but basically barely just
I
poke
just
him with the edge of
tap
it.
him on the rear.
Okay, now it's Racer's turn. They
All
are
right.
oblivious to what you're doing right now. They don't know where you are.
They don't know where I am? Well, I still want to shoot him. I think we can probably hit this guy.
Yep.
Alright.
You
Well, we
absolutely
know. We know how this. Is he point blank?
can. He is point blank. Yes, he's within 20 feet of you.
Them rolls today.
Okay, 9. Nope.
Damn.
You must still have dirt in your. It must be dirt in your arrow flights or something like that, because it just ricocheted in a. It
Too
kind
bad.
of arced off in the wrong direction.
Rita's
Useless.
not on it today.
Badavan.
Useless today.
Even though I've taken 6 points of damage, I'm going to
You're
attack.
still not that badly off. You're still.
Yeah, no, yeah. So I'm gonna
How
attack
much hit points do you have?
He's up to 17 now.
him. I got some health, baby. Yay. Plus 20, plus 4, right? Yes. So that's what I do. I hit that guy. Hopefully. Nope.
Swing wildly. Okay, you kind of lash out.
Nope. I missed.
But as you do so, the goblin kind of sucks in and steps backwards, and your morning star catches nothing but thin air. Okay. At this point, you now have this goblin has got back to his feet. However, we're going to make a morale check for you. Okay, with this guy being dead, suddenly they're aware that the goblins, the tide of battle is turned. They are now the outnumbered one. With a flea of panic, they all turn and start running. The guy that is right in front of you, there's two right in front of you. So Radovan, you may take an attack of opportunity on the one directly closest to you. So you just make a normal attack roll.
Alright.
Okay, as he turns to run, roll your damage.
Just like in the movies, it's the one's running away.
Like throwing
Okay.
Arrow from the distance.
As he turns to run, Radovan, seizing his chance, brings his morning star smacking down on the back of his skull. And it literally, it takes him like half a second to like get it out. As the guy kind of just falls dead forward. Hansel gets an attack of opportunity on his one, and he also lunges forward as the goblin attempts to flee, hacking him straight across the back, and the goblin kind of falls forward onto his knees, puts his arm out, and hits the ground, kind of platoon. Gutters and hits the ground. Kia, your guy is also trying to flee. So you can make an attack of opportunity on your goblin.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to. See if I can actually hit him this time. 1d20 plus
Plus 2.
2.
The
Yes!
Yeah, you did.
21!
I
Okay,
did it.
roll your damage. As he turns, see, it's always a bad idea to run when you're
It
already
is.
toe-to-toe. Goblins are too dumb to know any better. D6 damage. A 1. Okay.
Oh my god.
You give the goblin a tidy thump, but
Get out of here.
he's disappearing into the night.
He's a fast goblin. He ran away quicker than you
Oh,
could
well, they are quick.
Just
So,
a little bump on the bum.
Get
okay,
out of
all
here.
the other goblins are dead. What are you doing, Kia, as he runs?
All the goblins are dead?
All the others are dead except for... they're all dead except for the one that is running away from Kia.
I don't think I can see him over the...
Well, none of you guys are all preoccupied here, so you're not going to know what's going on unless Kia yells or tells you. But what do you want to do, Kia? He's fleeing. He's disappearing into the night.
Kia or me?
Kia, because you
Okay.
guys have just killed all these, right? So
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
trying
yeah,
to
I
find
killed
out.
them.
I want to know what her reaction is. It's not like she can do anything, but is she just going to watch? Are you just going to watch him run into the dark and come back to the group? Are you going to choose to chase him? Are you going to yell? I just need to kind of know what your reaction is going to be as he flees from.
I was just gonna ignore him and run straight to falafel.
Okay, so you're letting him go. Okay.
Yeah, I was just gonna straight up just let that sucker go and be lonely. Hopefully, he doesn't have more friends.
All right. Okay, so you come back and
Yeah, he's the fatigued one. Shouldn't he be?
he's definitely moving a lot slower. Yeah, that's why he only made it from here to here. He only made it 10 feet.
Oh, so I could try to hit him again?
If you choose to chase after him, you'll be able to keep up with him and outrun him.
Oh my gosh, I want to try to hit him one more
That's
time.
why I was asking.
Yeah. So glad Roxanne said something. Yes,
Okay, hold
I would like
Missile
to
him.
do another.
Okay.
I can only do one more level 1 spell,
Ah.
so and then I can do more after I sleep. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to magic missile him.
Okay.
So
Do
I
Good,
can miss.
get him.
All right.
Poison +4.
I don't know, it's weird. It just keeps popping up.
That's weird.
Okay, blam! You hit him in the back for 4 points of damage. And with the damage he's already sustained, it is enough to finish him off as he stumbles
Yes.
and hits the ground. He only thought he was going to get away. Okay, guys, so
He only thought.
you have 7 dead goblins laying around you. Hansel's fine. The only person in the group that actually is worse for wear right now is the wonderful Radovan of Oz.
And my face.
And your face.
and your
You're kind of spitting out bits of grass and dirt. All right, we're going to take a short break there. Yeah, you have 7 dead goblins and a hurt Radovan.
7? Oh shit, I thought it was 6.
No, there's 7.
Sorry, my bad. I'm gonna loot. I'm searching all the bodies for all the things.
Okay, so Racia is immediately starting to scavenge the goblins.
I'm crashing against this wall, and I'm not going to use my cleric spell to cure my wounds, but I'm going to do a regular, like, my heal skill, you know? And then say I need to go to sleep.
Okay. Are you going to use, are you going to use just your heal skill to kind of patch up your wounds and clean them up? Okay. Make a skill check.
What did I... Sorry, hold on. I think I put mine to...
I
leveled mine up, so I'm not...
As long as you get a good night's rest, you'll actually heal 2 hit points.
Alright.
Go up, bud.
So, it's 5, so... Okay. Gotcha. Oh, there we
Look at him go, look. Okay. Yeah, so
Oh yeah.
Wrap my
you
forearm,
clean the dirt and the filth out of your wounds. Slap a bandage on and move yourself over to prop yourself up in the corner again. By now, however, there's some good news and some bad news. The good news is the rabbit is cooked. The bad news is one side of it is pretty burnt because it wasn't really being turned. But it's still good. What's a little bit of black, right? A little bit of gristle. Okay. Your guide, he just runs over and he's like, "Is everybody okay?" And seems particularly concerned that Kia is okay for obvious reasons.
And I'm giving, because I don't want him to know I used a spell on him. I'm like, thank you so much, Falafel. You saved us. How many goblins did you kill? 3 of them?
Now he's like, "My name is Hansel."
I know, we're just friends. We're just messing, right? Friends mess with each other.
Okay. Meanwhile, Racer, you managed to loot yourself. By going through all the goblins' pockets and stuff like that. First of all, if you're interested in weapon, there's a broken short bow. There's a short sword and a broken shield. There's a spear and a shield, a hand axe, a club, an axe and a shield, and a short sword. You managed to find 38 silver pieces and 64 copper pieces. And on the leader, however, he had 8 gold pieces, 4 silver pieces, and 5 copper pieces. So that is your little catch. They're goblins. They're not exactly wealthy.
Can't wait to run into a troll.
I'm going to take the little. What'd you say? There was a shit.
Little shit. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There are the shagging giggles. The shiggle.
I think I pulled both shiggles out of him tonight too.
Oh, you said little shit. Come on. I mean, what are you doing? You're killing me.
No. The little what'd you say? Club? I think you said club. There.
Yeah, one of them's got like a little club, which really is nothing more than a small branch.
Oh, well, you called it a club.
But it is a club. It's a goblin club.
It's a branch club.
It's more like a small. I mean, it's a club. It's just it's wooden.
Okay. No, I'm just gonna take the money. But goblins. That's all they have. They don't have anything cool.
No.
Okay.
I mean, there's a few like rat bones and chicken bones and things that goblins would have in their pockets that an average person would not be interested in. Pocket lint.
I don't know. Raisa might be interested in that.
But nothing else that you would be interested in at all.
Okay.
It's a good club. It's a nightclub.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna take the money then.
Okay, loot it up. All right.
Yeah.
So, there's goblin corpses everywhere. A slightly burnt rabbit, and a weary and injured Radovan. But other than that, it's at least it stopped raining.
Yeah, the bright side, right?
And also once I finish looting them, because when I loot, I have to go out, to here, and then I'm gonna go over here, and then I'm gonna go over there, and I would just kind of like to maybe take a walk and just look.
Okay, so you're gonna kind of like scout the area around, make sure
Yeah,
there's
just
nothing
make
else
sure.
waiting in the dark.
Yeah.
Nothing else evil and nasty.
Meanwhile, I've taken a part of the good part of the rabbit and started eating it.
Alrighty, so you're chowing down.
Ravenous.
Yep, Hansel's doing the same. It doesn't look like there's anything else out there, at least for right now, Racer.
Cool. I'm gonna go enjoy some rabbit.
Okay, okay. It's a bunny.
Some
Alright.
bush bunny!
You all kind of huddle around the fire,
Burnt bush bunny!
eat your burnt rabbit, warm up a little bit. Radovan still laying there, trying his best to get some uncomfortable sleep with his, with his painful arm and his thigh.
Pretty much. Yep, that's what I'm doing.
I mean, if you're gonna sleep, you've still got tons of spells left. You could heal yourself now so that you don't have to burn one in the morning if you want to, but of course, may not want to do that because you might get attacked again tonight.
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take
Okay.
my chances.
Alrighty. Your light wounds?
Yeah.
D8 plus 2.
There you go.
5. Okay. Well, that goes a long way because you were down 6, right?
Yeah.
So with your heal check on
Not
yourself,
bad.
once you wake up in the morning, you'll be fine.
Good.
Unless something
Yeah.
happens tonight.
Better not.
Keeps
Oh,
alluding
You said
to
that,
this.
you said that twice now. I'm getting nervous.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, what could happen? What else could happen?
I'm
Anime
already
kinda rolls.
petting Cal. Glad I did not release Cal to the goblins
Right.
to
There you
his
go.
dag.
Okay. So you rest. You kind of all like loiter around and do your best to kind of rest as best you can.
Take watches.
All right. That's what I'm. So you're gonna keep an eye out. What is your watch rotation? How long you guys gonna take to take your watches?
Well,
Maybe
I'm
2
pretty
hours,
tired.
maybe?
Yeah, actually, Kia doesn't need to take a watch because she burnt a lot of magic, so she needs 8 hours of uninterrupted rest.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Okay.
She's got to heal.
Sorry.
She's got to actually be able to
Oh darn.
rest properly. She has to get proper bed. She has to recuperate, recharge her sorceress batteries.
I guess I
All right.
can't take the watch.
No. So,
Can Cal
Hansel,
take
Whoa,
our
whoa, whoa.
Hansel, of course, volunteers to take your watch for you.
Hansel. You
Can
are
he just
my-
take all the watches for us, while we sleep?
If you want him to be completely useless tomorrow, you could do that.
No,
Well,
Radovan.
personally, I don't think we should take any watch. We just go to sleep,
Everybody
Hell
sleep,
no!
and
Sure.
then something bad will creep up. One lone
Well,
goblin
we'll
left
put Hansel by the
will come
entrance.
along and cut all your throats while you sleep.
We'll put Hansel by the entrance,
No,
and
no,
then we'll know.
no. So, Kia, you need to sleep the whole night. Radovan, how are you?
I definitely need some hours. I'm only human.
Okay, I'll take first watch then.
so
Humans.
Racer and Hansel, are you guys just going to split the watch between yourselves?
Sure. With raised eyebrows and glares in Radovan's direction.
I'm not the only one going to sleep here. What's with the glare? Come on. Race is
Okay.
also, She's
No,
not
no.
excused. Why am I getting all
I'm
the
not
ire?
sleeping.
Alrighty, so anyway, you guys do that. You do your watches. The sun rises in the morning, starts to rear its little shiny sunshine head above the horizon. As the daylight starts to creep in, and nothing else bad happened. However, Hansel does seem a little bit confused. He's like,
Uh-oh.
"What the hell? Why did I come with you idiots?"
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Wait a minute! Last night, didn't we fight off a horde of goblins?"
I quickly stand up and walk over to him. Yes, you did so well. You're an amazing sword wielder. Young
He's like,
sir.
"Yeah, but I'm somewhat. Did you drug me or something? I don't remember. Well, I remember coming, and I don't really remember why.
No, you agreed to go. You thought that our raggedy band of our trio was something you wanted to be able to tell stories about later, so you agreed.
I remember agreeing, but I don't remember it being anything to do with stories.
Maybe one of those goblins just hit your
Were you
head.
going to pay me? Was that it? Am I getting paid to do this? I am? How much are you paying me? And he's looking directly at Racer. After she's nodding her head at him. He's like, how much are you paying me?
I wasn't privy to the conversation.
Well, so who is it that's paying me then?
Radovan's paying you.
Radavan.
Radavan!
Kia, take a walk. Go somewhere. Let me talk to this guy alone, please. Guys, leave us.
I'm scouting.
Yeah,
Okay.
go scout. Go pick fruits
No,
or
I just
something.
go and sit
Ooh,
down
for
next to the
herbs.
fire.
You can if you'd like to search around this area for herbs, you could.
Absolutely, yep.
Okay.
I'll go to that while Radovan has his chat.
Oh.
Kia, are you gonna give us some privacy?
Fine. And I walk out, but
Okay.
not very far out. I just lean against the wall outside.
You know, we're just humans here, right, sir? Right?
Yeah.
As far as I can tell,
He said,
those guys. Not.
He said, I'm not really sure. I remember coming along, but I seem to remember not wanting to, and I woke up this morning, realized I was here, and I don't really quite understand why.
Okay. Let's be diplomatic here, right? I'm gonna be diplomatic,
Right.
so I'm gonna do a diplomacy check.
Okay.
I mean, all right.
And of course, well, tell me what you're saying first, and then I can decide how effective I think that is under the circumstances, and
Okay.
apply any pluses or minuses that might be applicable.
Fair enough. So this is what I'm going to say. The wizard in your town thinks that we can save the village. And these two guys, these elves, no doubt, know what to look for based on what the wizard told them.
Right?
So it's imperative that we save the town. Think of all the accolades and all the attention and the rewards implicit in helping us right now.
All right, sounds
Hey,
pretty valuable.
we'll give just to you, because I don't care. All I care about is Cassandra. You know, and my own personal fate. So,
Is Cassandra, what, from the tavern?
yeah, I fancy her. That's what I say.
He said, oh, well, you won't have any problem.
Well, there we go. So then it's a win-win, right?
He said, but, you know, she's probably the only one in town that has more than one disease.
I see what you mean.
He
That
said, what,
aside.
He said, was she flipping her hair at you and smiling and all?
Oh, no, really? Well, that's a
said-
shame.
Yeah, let's just say Cassandra is known to be very free with her affections around town. Especially
All right.
with strangers.
Fine, forget Cassandra. Forget it. Forget I even mentioned that, all right?
He said,
You
I mean,
can
don't
be-
get me wrong, she's very pretty.
Okay.
You know?
You can be the hero of your village by helping us out. How does that sound to you for by way of reward?
He says, look, go ahead and make your diplomacy roll, bud. And I've applied. I think what you told him was a pretty good line. Was that it? You just rolled it? Was that the 10?
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Okay. He says,
No, that was there before.
Roll again,
Now,
roll
now.
again.
Roll again, yes.
Reroll!
So, basically he says, look, if you'd have told me that it was to save the town, I probably would have come anyway. I don't really appreciate the fact that somehow I don't really understand it, but I feel like I was bushwhacked into coming here. Almost feel like, I don't know, almost press ganged into coming along. He said, but if it is to help the town, I'm here now.
Okay. No,
I'm
the
not
other thing
happy about it. That's all. I'm here.
well, that is something you're going to have to deal with Kia, okay? Because that was what I basically everything I just told you, I had prepared to say to you. when she tends to meddle. She meddled with the father of the Cuthbert Order, right? When I was talking to him, she does this. That's something you guys might have to work out. But I got your back, and you obviously have our back. I mean, with the way you handled the goblins last night, I could not be more impressed at you. So we're good, right? We're good,
He
buddy?
said, well, he said, well, I wouldn't say good, but we're okay.
I'll take
He
okay.
said, I
Take
understand
okay.
that if you guys are trying to help my town, I'm willing to chip in and help you guys out. He said, I'll do my job, I'll do my best. He says, but next time, just play straight by me. No trickery, no drugging my drink, whatever it is you did to get me here. He said, did you roofie me? Is that what it was?
I'm a priest of St. Cuthbert. I do not roofie people.
Oh, a priest, eh? And he kind of bends over. Okay,
I'm gonna
I'm fine.
quote that one forever.
Alrighty, so yeah, by that time, Racer, if you would like to make a couple of checks for me.
Okay.
First of all, make a herbalist check.
Herbalist check coming in at a 24.
Damn!
Wow! Get the quality.
All right, you kind of scavenge around. Being that this is like an old ruined castle and stuff like that, I mean, there are certain types of herbs that, you may expect to find around here, especially with all the stones and stuff like that. You actually do find two rather nice plants. One of which you know that if it's basically made into like a paste, like a poultice, could actually has some very, very good healing effects. It's particularly good for with drawing out poisons.
Okay.
The other plant you find is some deadly nightshade, which you also know that can be used as a rather effective, unpleasant poultice. And you could actually, again, you could turn that into some kind of blade venom.
Sweet.
So you crush it up and make it all gooey and sticky and put it on the end of your dagger or on the end of an arrow, and would have additional effects. So yeah, you managed to scrounge those up.
Nice.
All right, so by the time you guys come back,
You said 2 checks. What else do I get? Come on, more things.
well, I wasn't. You didn't need to. I was going to make you make a spot check as well, but with a herbalist check as good as that, that's good enough.
All right.
So
Just roll happy.
that's right. It's racist.
Oh, no, it's just thing happy. Yeah.
It's Race's turn to drop the 20s tonight.
Yeah, seriously.
So,
Jelly.
okay, by the time you guys get back, you get back as Radovan and Hansel are just chit-chatting. And Hansel's like, okay, look, guys, we're good. I understand what we're here trying to do. Just no trickery, okay? Just play straight by me. I don't want to hear any of it. I don't want any lies. I don't want anyone conning me, whatever it is. He said, I don't understand how you got me here. I know I came here of my own free will, and yeah, I don't really understand it. But as we're here, let's get this done. Let's help the village.
No more lies.
Liars. Okay.
Kia.
No more lies. I apologize, Hansel.
There's no problem, Gretel. So the next.
Alright.
So basically, you get your cart loaded up and head out the next day. Dum, 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 dum.
Break time.
Okie dokie.
The fields
break
of
time.
sorrow.
Yep.
The fields of sorrow.
Well, today the rain has started again. It has resumed, and it seems harder than yesterday. It's mid to late afternoon. You guys are about here by now. Okay. A couple of times the cart has almost become stuck, as the ground is starting to get with all the rain yesterday and all the rain today. Things, it's starting to get boggy. It's still traversable, but it's not as easy as it was before. Your guides basically lets you know that this area that you're in now is what they call the Field of Sorrows. But to be honest with you, it's been a little different than the open plains that you've been traveling around on the day. By mid-afternoon, however, undergrowth and grass is becoming noticeably thicker, longer. and the ground is becoming softer. At this point, Hansel says, I think I should walk ahead a few feet, test the ground to make sure we don't get the cart stuck.
Good call.
Okay, he kind of gets off. He looks at Kia and says, can I borrow that? And points at your quarterstaff.
I look at it. Why?
Just probe the ground, of course, to see how, if it goes, see, to test how deep it is. If it is any soft spots, I can try to work out if the cart's likely to get stuck or if we need to go around. I'll give it back.
I think for a moment, remembering that I charmed him yesterday, so I'm like, all right, here you go, and I hand it to him.
I want to put resistance on him, just in case something goes wrong.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I put my hand on his shoulder and I, pray to St. Cuthbert, and I give him resistance, which makes him get a +1 on saving throws.
Okay.
Basically.
Alrighty. Well, he goes a few feet ahead and he's just kind of prodding the ground periodically. A couple of times he says, yeah, best go around here, and kind of gets you to divert the cart. The problem with this, of course, is it's much slower going than it was before, because you're going at a slow walking pace. As you slowly make your way around the damp grassland, suddenly the cart jolts to the left and comes to a stop. The left wheel seems to be in some kind of rut or hole, and with the wet ground ahead of you, it doesn't seem possible for your horse to actually get the traction to pull it free. Damn it all! I must have missed that. Hansel says. Well, now we're in a right pickle, aren't we? Well, maybe we can help the horse. Hey, Radovan.
Yes.
I don't guess you want to come down here and help me tug on these reins, do you, to try to help get this horse free?
Of course, yeah. Whatever it gets to get moving again. So I help him.
Alrighty. Good.
Good day to you, sir. The debonair step out. Ooh.
Okay, so Radovan and Hansel are here, pulling at the cart. It's starting to get, and you two guys are on the cart, pretty much, right? Or are you going to get off it?
I'm gonna jump off the cart.
Okay. So where are you going? Put yourself where you want to be. Alright, and what about Raisa?
I'm not that heavy. I'm gonna stay in the cart.
Okay. Alright.
Actually, hang on. What is this? Is this a tree here?
Yes.
Like stumps? Okay, I'm going to lightly jump onto the stumps.
Yeah.
Balance.
That's kind of like it's kind of like an old dying tree with moss and stuff all over it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So,
scale
you can
that.
climb up that tree. It's not hard for you to get up there at all.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So you do that. As you guys are starting to pull, with all the rain and stuff like that dislodging, you notice there's a few bones poking up here and there. Bones of possibly dead people, dead animals. Now you're starting to see signs that this was probably a huge battlefield at one point now. All right. So you two are tugging like hell at the front of the horse, trying to pull it free. It's not budging.
Can I grease the wheels?
Well, that is actually the problem. The fact that there is no traction.
True.
There's nothing for it to grip on.
So that would make it worse.
Yeah, and
no,
this like one
bad
car,
idea,
this
Kia,
like one
bad
car,
idea.
right? This wheel right here is like this far. It's like a foot and a half down in the ground.
Are there any standing trees around?
The one you're on, and then there's another one over here.
Okay, how
make
far?
some-
I have rope, guys, so we could like tie to the tree and tug or something. Something.
I'll make
Maybe.
some ghost sounds at the wheels to scare it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Them scared wheels.
Right.
I have a grappling hook.
Well, let's do it. Whatever we can to get leverage.
Alright.
So what's your game plan? How are you getting the cart free?
Let's
Okay,
take
I've
the
got-
grappling hook. Oh, you go first.
Oh, I just say I have a 50-foot rope, so
Okay. Let's put the grappling hook where probably a wheel is. I'm guessing the wheel has stokes in it, so we could put the grappling hook in the wheel where the stokes are, so it'll just stay in one spot and then pull on that, and that should give it friction.
Okay, what do you...
What
Right?
about probably the axle would be better, so you don't break the wheel off.
Ooh, good
Yeah,
call.
it is possible you may end up busting the spokes
Wait,
of the wheel.
that would be even worse. Okay, let's try the axle. And what can we do with the rope?
Or actually, we can. You know what? You know what? Why don't we unhook the horse, tie the rope to the cart, and then move the horse further away so that he's got more pull. Like maybe he can get him some stable ground if we can scout it.
Okay. So
That work?
We should also empty out the carriage too, so there's less weight in it.
Yeah.
So it's not bogged down.
right.
That's
You're going to get
So
the,
I
big, the
go
bags of
over and
grain
start
and all that sort of
taking
stuff out of it as
stuff
well. That makes
out.
sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll do a quick look around too to make sure there's nobody sneaking up on us whilst we are stuck in the mud.
Alrighty. Doesn't look like it. I mean, it's late evening. It's kind of with the temperature and all that sort of stuff. I mean, it's getting a little bit of that kind of marshy mist floating around on the grounds a little. But I mean, you can't see anything, and you can see right now. I mean, you can see a pretty good distance.
Ooh,
It seems alright.
good viewer suggestion. Add loose rocks, throw them under the wheel for the wheel to grip.
Yeah, I mean, that's something you could look to do. You could look to try to wedge something under the wheel to give the wheel some traction as well.
That would help actually ramp, like a little mini ramp.
So let's combine all of those ideas.
Alright, so who's doing what?
I'll go look for some rocks.
I'm removing stuff from the back.
I'm rigging up the rope.
Okay, so you're rigging the rope up. You're just walking around trying to do that. Hansel is, for want of a better word, he's actually, I mean, if he can find it, I mean, he's throwing bones in there. He's throwing bits of wood in there. He's trying to pack the, using the same logic, he's trying to pack the hole out as much as he can, so that when the wheel hits something, it's pulling on something other than just fishy mud and dirt. All right, you guys are doing all this. Okay. Elvie folk, you are suddenly aware that there seems to be, like, where the mist is, things seem to be like every so often, the mist will just roll, like as if the wind caught it or something like that. It seems to be in numerous places. After a short period of time, however, you're aware of strange, bony figures starting to lift and pop up from out of the ground all around you.
Oh my gosh. And break time.
Yep.
Oh man.
Dun, dun, dun. Basically,
It's getting real now.
it looks like, like looking at them, it seems to be a mismatch of like fallen dead human soldiers. Some of them, the skulls are a lot thicker. Maybe they were some of the orcs that died before as well. But in either case, as I said, you kind of notice them just start to like appear out of the dust, like where all the mist and the marsh mist is starting to accumulate. They start lifting up, almost like this blanket of mist is rising them out of the ground.
We turn to Hansel. Did you know about this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I wanted to come here and become. I wanted to come here and become a dead thing feast.
I think we should run. We should leave the cart behind and run.
Okay, what do you guys want to do? I mean, they're appearing like all the way around here, so I'm assuming that you two now are aware of it. So you're probably not standing with your backs to the goblins, not the goblins, to the big thing. As the skeletons begin to move through the mist towards you.
Are there is there anything to like hide behind?
Oh, well,
Shelter ourselves?
I mean, you can, really, I mean, there's two trees, but they don't have much cover.
Are they tall?
Not very.
Let's see, because I was thinking when I was going to be doing the rope that I was going to tie off on this tree here.
Okay.
So it looks like
Well,
there's
then
a couple
yeah,
really fucking close to me.
Yeah, I mean they're coming like, you know, and they're moving towards, you know, these two are coming toward are like literally coming towards the tree. These are starting to move in the direction of everybody else.
We can't leave the cart and our goods behind by just booking it.
No.
So let's fight. Let's do it.
What? Try diplomacy.
Okay, what do you do? Okay, so
Try charm.
let's do initiative for everybody first. So do your
I
initiative.
can only
checks.
do that on a humanoid.
Do they're undead. They probably don't speak English. 18 for me.
They're pretty dead.
So
Okay.
would Raisa have dealt with undead, fighting undead things before?
Probably. I mean, it's possible, but probably not.
Okay, because I'm just thinking she wouldn't.
Okay,
Like a
Red
bow's
Band.
a
What's
bow's
your
not gonna
initiative?
do fucking anything.
13.
Where are you?
Looks like I'm poisoned again.
I see. What did you? I don't even see a roll.
Oh,
Oh, there it is. Okay, I was scrolled up. Okay, so you and Kia are basically at the same time. 13. Okay, let's check for Hansel. Oh man, Hansel's going on a 19.
Ooh.
So he's first.
Hansel, get us out of here.
Is do I have the grappling hook attached to the end of my rope?
Probably
Yeah, it
right
should
now.
be.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Swing
so I've
that.
got like more or less like a fucking rope with a grappling hook right now.
I have no idea why this thing keeps appearing. Okay, so you've got the grappling hook tied to the end of the rope. What are you gonna do with that?
Trip them all up.
You can like throw it at one of them?
Yeah!
All right. Well, Hansel's going first. He's not rushing forward. He's just kind of getting himself in a defensive position with his, with his sword. Raisa, you're swinging wildly with your grappling hook and rope.
Yeah, just hoping to be able to basically knock their bones off their body.
Okay. Make an attack roll. It'd be improvised though. You'd be at you've got a +1, so you'd be at -3 with this because you're not skilled with using a lasso or anything like that as a weapon. And you're in a tree, so there's a lot of things to avoid. Okay, you're kind of wildly swinging it, but it mostly seems to just get tangled up in the branches. The concept is sound, but from where you are, it's a difficult position to pull it off.
yeah.
Okay, Radovan and Kia, you guys are both acting at exactly the same time. So, ladies first. What are you doing, Kia?
Oh, goodness.
Dead things, Charlie. Dead things.
Oh my gosh. I'll first see how much damage it takes to kill him, so I'm just gonna magic missile the one to my right, see if it'll be affected by it at all.
Alrighty.
Go for that.
Fire away. D4 +1.
Sweet.
Okay. You want the good news or the bad news?
Blah. I don't want either.
Okay.
Just tell me
There
he's
really
dead.
isn't any bad news. Basically, the magic missile flies, smacks it, and like rib bones and stuff go flying everywhere, and it almost decimates. It's now like it's got 2 legs, a spine, 2 ribs, and an arm and a head. But
Yeah.
it's still coming.
Oh my gosh. Can I run backwards or am I done?
You can take a couple of steps backwards, yeah.
Can I take
Like,
it?
you
Am
can
I
step
close
back
enough
to
to
the
the
car.
to the cart to go in the cart?
You wouldn't be able to get in it this round, but you can.
All right, I'm gonna take some steps back.
Right. Okay. Radovan, what do you want to do as the army of the undead march towards you?
Terrible.
Well, at the moment, I'm not going to approach them or I'm close any distance. I'm going to stand still and cast Bless on everybody. Just to
Okay.
give them that save from fear and +1 attack.
All right, so you cast Bless on everybody. Good deal. Right, that's your action. This one, as they're all moving forward, this one has now gotten toe-to-toe.
Oh my gosh.
Racia's up a tree, and they're like below the tree, hacking at her, like trying to hack at her legs. Right, Hansel attacks the one that's closest to him. lunges forward and unfortunately misses.
Oh no!
Okay,
He's tired from yesterday.
Hansel!
the dead things. It is their turn. Make a spot check for me, Racer. As soon as you are actually up a tree, you may see this. You would need a 16 or higher.
Oh,
19.
yes!
Okay. You have noticed something else. Moving, but it's like coming up behind this tree. No one else seems to have noticed it. This thing, it's kind of on like crouched down. It looks like an overgrown version of Gollum from the Lord of the Rings. It's got green, like gray, paled skin, glowing eyes, big kind of teeth, long claws, and it looks like it's like crouching down into like a pouncing position. And it's right here. So far, nobody else has seen it, but you kind of literally, you just noticed it creep up behind the tree, behind all these guys.
To your left!
Okay, so you're gonna yell alarm?
Yeah.
Okay. This skeleton swings at Hansel, but misses. And they're the only ones that can hit from there. Right, Racer, you're stuck up a tree with two of them like poking at you from below.
Alright. I would like to grab my short sword and hack and slash.
Okay, so you're gonna try to get your sword and get ready to defend them. Okay.
Yeah.
As you do
Big
so,
money.
one of them does manage just to catch your ankle with the tip of his sword.
Evasion!
but only does you can't save against it.
Ah!
It's an attack. Sorry, but it only does 1 point of damage. It's
Okay,
like
1
just
point.
the tip of it just kind of scratched the skin. Okay,
This
so
is really
back
terrifying.
to Hansel. It's his turn to attack. Okay, you've yelled and let Hansel know that this thing is to the side. So he's kind of turned to ready himself against it, and he's going to intercept it. Okay, he slashes at this nasty-looking thing, and he rolls a 20.
Woo!
Bless you, Hansel.
Doesn't get a crit though.
Falafel!
He swings at the nasty, vicious creature and hits it, doing 4 points of damage. As it yells and screeches at him. Racer, what are you doing?
I get to go again?
It's the next round, and you're after Hansel. Okay, so these two skeletons are below you, like stabbing up at you, and you can't go any higher. So I mean, they can reach you.
I gotta use my short sword. It's the only thing I have.
Okay, so you want to hack. Okay, so you hack down at one of the skeletons. Okay, go ahead. You would be at, I think it's D20 plus 1 or 2 for you. What's your base attack for melee?
Melee 1.
Okay, so but you're under bless, so you got plus 2,
Oh, so 17.
and that's a hit.
Woo!
So short sword, D6 damage.
Is it dark right now?
It's getting dark.
2! I
Okay.
can't hit anything!
You hack one skeleton for 2 points of damage.
Ooh.
Alrighty. Here. Right, you're here. What do you want to do?
I'm wondering, okay, is it dark enough to like think that maybe if like I shine something bright at them, they might be freaked out, or is it still like,
It's not that dark yet, probably.
dang it. Okay. I'm trying to think of what they would be scared of.
Nothing, they're dead.
Seriously.
Scare the undead.
Maybe you should put ghosts behind
What
them,
is
you know?
their weakness?
Go back to those ghostly sounds you were making.
Yeah, I
Scare
was
'em.
thinking. like if there's some monster they're freaked out of, I could try to make
they're-
noise, you know?
Being dead, they're not probably overly afraid of much. I mean, what can happen to them?
Right.
So,
I'm gonna jump
okay, so
onto the cart,
Okay.
and I see that scary looking thing to the left,
Yeah,
and
this guy here.
yeah, I'm gonna magic missile that one.
Alrighty. Fire. Hey there, Weston. What's up, man? And David Fox.
Yay!
Okay, you blast the ghoul thingy for 2 points of damage. Now, okay, Radovan, O priest of St. Cuthbert, what do you wish to do as the
I am
army
going to
of
approach.
the non-living?
I'm approaching this guy, protecting Hans Falafel's back.
Right.
And I'm gonna turn undead this guy with the green shield. And
Well, you can actually probably, I mean, you can turn in that direction. It may affect more than just one. Okay, so you're basically you grab your holy symbol from St. Cuthbert from your belt and hold it out in defiance against the minions, Peter Cushing style.
I think that's so wrong. Yes.
Okay, right, turn undead. Basically, it's a D20 roll. Modifier.
D20, and I use my what?
It's charisma modifier.
Oh yeah.
That's why you have charisma.
Right. All right. So +3.
15. Okay. Okay, so here's what happens, guys, because you've never seen him do this before.
Yeah.
This skeleton here, and this one, as soon as he pulls the holy symbol of St. Cuthbert out and points it at him and starts saying, "Back, you vile creatures!" in the name of St. They literally turn and flee like it's the most terrifying thing they've ever seen.
Yes, save me the tree!
Okay, so you've used one turn undead, or one of your turn undeads for this, and it affected all 3 of these. So we're going to mark them.
Goodness.
Let's see, what's a...
That's my belt in action, guys.
Yes, it's the
Sounds so-
holy symbol.
The holy belt.
We need to take a break, Gore. That's alright.
We are. And that will bring us appropriately to a break.
Man, this is crazy.
So, there we go. We're going to I'm marking these guys with a turn undead. Alright. So we're going to take a quick... So, to the action. So the last thing that happened is the might of St. Cuthbert bathed the undead in holy terror
Thank goodness.
as they fled. Well, 3 of them fled. They're scared. St. Cuthbertless. Okay, but the other creatures, right? This thing here, this nasty thing. Basically, it lunges at Hansel with both of its vicious claws, swiping wildly. The first one misses. The second one, on the other hand, catches him right across the face, doing 3 points of damage.
Ooh.
Okay. Alright, so he's got a huge claw mark right across his face now. He lets out a loud yelp, pain and agony, like ah!
It's funny, didn't he already have a claw scar on his face?
He has a claw
this-
mark on his
Double
arm.
claw.
His
arm.
new boyfriend's getting cut up.
He's getting old. He's uglied up now. Not the face.
No, that's what I'm saying from the cart.
Right, so yeah, this thing actually attacked twice. It swipes their hands. Right, those skeletons can't attack. These ones, however.
Are they leaving me? Get them away from me.
Oh no, these two are still happy. Well, they've got a little birdie in a tree to play with. Okay, so let's go around the table here. This skeleton right here, he swings his axe at the horse.
No!
And he hits the horse, doing
my
5
gosh.
points of damage to your horse.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Like on the neck?
The horse is alive, it's the living. They don't care. They're gonna kill whatever.
Oh.
Your horse
my
just got
gosh.
impaled. Okay.
Oh my
The
god.
horse startles, and suddenly, if it could move, it would. It's like bucking and kicking, but of course it's tied to the cart. It
Thank
can't
goodness.
escape, and the cart is stuck in the ground, so it
I
can't
am
go
in
anywhere.
it.
But it's terrified right now. The horse is like in a mad panic. Okay,
Kia is joining the rodeo, hanging on in the back.
but there's two skeletons that are right toe to toe with Radovan. First one swings wildly with the scimitar and misses. The second one swings, getting a lot closer, but Radovan skillfully just brings his shield up and bats it aside. Meanwhile, over in the tree,
Meanwhile, all happy time.
the other two they're stabbing up at you wildly, trying to hack at your legs. Fortunately for you, you're quick enough to kind of move this leg here and move that leg there, and you just manage to dodge the sword blows before they manage to get you.
Racer, no!
I'm a ninja!
Right, these skeletons continue to flee. Okay, Hansel, it's his turn to hack back at the creature of doom. He swings but misses.
Oh my god, the
Racer,
charm.
it's up to you. You're up in the tree.
It's
Still.
just the charm.
Me?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, I'm gonna keep hacking. There's nothing else I can do. Actually, hang on. How high am I in the tree? I must not be very high if they can hit my feet.
No, I mean, you're maybe, the top of the tree, because this is more like just a stump with some old dead branches and stuff. It's about 5 feet up.
Okay, hang on here. Is this true? This guy's only about 8 feet away?
No, these are 10-foot mark.
Okay, so he's
Square
about
is
30
10.
feet?
Yeah.
What about this guy? He's about
10, 20, 25 feet.
I'm guessing jumping down, running, and then attacking is probably going to be quite.
You could jump down and run over there, but you wouldn't get an attack this turn.
Okay, well, let's do that because I can't do anything up in the tree. I'm just playing like the hot cold jump.
So you running towards this one here.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of run, like, try and get behind it.
Alright, so
For
you're kind of
next
coming
move.
to here then.
Yeah. Well, more like, oops.
Yeah, whatever.
Like here-ish.
Okay. Alright. Well, as soon as you leap down, they immediately start, they turn to come after you. Okay, Kia, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna keep missiling away at this creature since Radaman
another
can
magic
apparently.
missile at it?
Yeah, Radaman's got the undead stuff.
Yeah, Radaman's the boss when it comes down to dealing with this sort of. That's his a 2. Right, that's a total of 8. Rad, what are you doing?
I'm doing the same thing again.
Okay, you're gonna turn these guys. Okay.
Is there any way I can get the guy attacking the horse at the same turn, or is they too spread out?
It's whoever can see it.
Whoever can see it, okay.
And then how it works is basically depends on how high your dice roll, and based on you can affect a certain amount of levels worth of undead, and how high you are depends on what the effect is.
Okay.
So you can get. I mean, you can if you want to turn your back on these two and stick your holy.
Nope. I'm doing with those right in my immediate vicinity.
Okay, go
All right,
ahead.
here I go.
D20 plus your charisma modifier. Okay, this time instead of fleeing, this skeleton right here literally explodes and bones go everywhere, and the same for this one. They go.
The power
The power of Christ compels you.
Cuthbert compels you.
Okay, so yeah, he literally just blows these things apart. This is the power of a cleric at work. This is what they're good at. They can deal with the dead. These two are charging across the field to try to get to Racer. Pia, you've already acted. Radavan, you have acted. So it is ghouly creature thing. This time it dives at Hansel, plowing wildly. But he manages to avoid getting hit this time.
Thank goodness.
Okay. Unfortunately, this skeleton is still here. And it swings at the horse, but this time it actually hits the wooden bar of the cart rather than the horse itself.
Thank goodness. This is crazy.
These two skeletons are moving up. This one Okay, this guy here lunges at you, Racer, but misses. And this guy is not quite close enough to hit. Okay, Hansel's turn. He swings at the ghoul and misses. Racer.
All right, how far is this guy? It looks like he's pretty damn close to 30 feet.
10, 20, 30 feet, yep.
So I would like to shoot him with an arrow.
Alrighty.
Do I get my point blank for that?
Just, yes.
So +5?
Yep.
Please be enough. Please be enough.
14.
14. Okay, you fire at it, but it's so kind of cunning and wily. As the arrow flies, it like just moves its head just in time as the arrow goes buzzing past it, and it like looks at you and hisses.
Let's all imitate it.
Hiss. Ooh, aren't you scary? So then it would be Kia, hiding on the back of the cart. What have you got left? What have you got left in you, girl?
Not much as far as I can do 2 more magic missiles. So I don't know if I should yet. Or maybe I could try to go smack. I don't have my quarterstaff with me, do I?
No, you don't have your quarterstaff.
Oh.
Because Hansel
Boy.
had it. The quarterstaff's kind of laying down here on the floor.
Freaking Hansel, where is it at?
Probably about here.
Okay.
Your
Well, screw
boyfriend has it, yeah.
that. Yeah. I'm gonna just do the one thing I can do and use up another
Magic
missile.
missile. Okay, fire away.
Oh, sorry, I didn't do the +1.
Okay, so it's 2. You're slowly. You guys are slowly just pinging this thing to death.
I know,
Like,
this is terrible. It's the worst.
it's like David and Goliath. If David actually never hit Goliath in the temple and just kept hitting him on the arm and the shoulder, Goliath would be like, "Quit it! Stop! Leave me alone! Stop it! It's aggravating me." Okay, Rad. What do you want to do now?
I say to Risa, get the one attacking the horse. I got your back, and I turn, although it's not letting me turn, and I do another turn undead
Okay,
on these two.
You're gonna turn the. Okay. Walk up to them and do the same thing. Okay. Turn away. Okay, go.
That makes me so
Oh yeah!
The power of Cuthbert compels you.
Hey, y'all won't be mocking the name of St. Cuthbert after this battle.
absolutely
Blam,
not.
blam! Dead things blowing up all over the place. Okay. So now it's the dead things again. Okay, this dead thing, the ghoul. Okay, it gets another huge swipe, but this time instead of like trying to hack at him twice, it lunges forward and tries to bite him on the arm, and it does so.
Ooh.
There's a loud scream as like a big chunk of flesh gets ripped from Hansel's arm,
Oh my
Ooh.
goodness.
and he
Bad.
literally like yells in pain, like briefly.
Yeah.
But then, it's like, kind of like almost like rigor mortis starts to set into his limbs.
Oh my gosh.
As the thing looks like if no one stops it, it's probably fixing to like just chow down on it. Okay, this skeleton here is about to once again try to hack up poor old Bill.
Bill.
Poor
The
old
horse.
Bill.
Is that the
Poor
horse's
Bill.
name?
That's what I'm calling him for today. And Bill gets hit for another 2. That's 7 points of damage to Bill.
Oh my god.
Bill's terrified by now. He's like just
Aww.
losing his shit. Okay, Bill is kicking backwards wildly and has smashed part of the cart. Like some of the boards just burst up in the air, where one of Bill's legs just like kicked back and knocked a couple of the boards loose. If he carries on like this much longer, he's going to tear the cart apart.
Yeah.
Where are we? Okay, that was there, and there. Okay, and that's all the skeletons that are left because they've either been blown up or teared away.
What about him?
So Hansel can't move. Oh, he already swung. He just hit Bill.
Oh, okay.
Right, Hansel is. It's like Hansel has got rigor mortis. Dara Dragon, thank you for the follow, man. Hansel has got like rigor mortis. He can't move. As the ghoul begins to like look at him, and this big, long, horrible grey tongue just like goes
Oh my gosh.
as it like gets ready to chow down and have itself a nice, delicious meal of Hansel.
Oh no.
But before that, Racer gets to act. What do you want to do, Racer?
I'm going to shoot.
Save.
It is right there on top of him, so you will be at -4 because you're shooting into melee.
What about this guy?
You can shoot him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's what Radavan wanted me to do, so.
Well, that's what I said to do. Didn't mean to do it.
Right, go ahead. Fire your short bow at the skeleton.
He's
But-
in
Yep,
D20 plus 5 for you. Hit it.
10,
Plus 6 because you're under bless.
11.
Sad.
Yeah, you fire and miss.
Useless today. Useless.
Okay. Now it is down to Kia with her last usable magic missile if she's going to use it. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
it
gonna
won't
use
miss,
it.
But
I'm gonna use it. Oh my gosh. Wait a second. Let me think first.
Oh god.
Oh,
I'm
who
nervous.
to save? Who to save?
do you save Hansel or do you save the horse?
What's more important to us?
Probably
You better make a
Hansel.
decision quickly.
I am
This
saving
ghoul is
Hansel.
about to have himself a nice big Hansel sandwich.
5. Freaking 5. Go.
Okay,
Kill him.
who are you hitting?
Oh, sorry, Hansel. I mean
Hansel. Poor Hansel, blown to pieces by Kia's magic
Not
missile.
Hansel.
Okay, you hit it for 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Right as it's about to sink its teeth into Hansel's neck, the ball of glowing light flies through and impacts it right upside the head, knocking it flying about 5 feet, and it sinks down into the mist, no longer moving. Again.
Oh,
Again.
Yes! Get it.
Good shot with the magic missile. Okay, Rad. What
I
do you
am-
wanna do?
I'm sacrificing my light cleric spell for cure light wounds on Hansel.
Alrighty, so you're gonna just rush forward.
I mean,
Okay.
he's so
What
in
about
trouble.
the skeleton?
Oh,
That's
you don't care
more
about
important.
Hansel? You don't care about your boyfriend now? Is that what's
Well,
going on?
he's fine. You can just heal
Leave it to
away.
the road.
So
Leave
go
it to
ahead
the
and
road.
do your cure light wounds on Hansel.
That's +2, right? 1d8 +2.
D8 plus 2, yep.
Woo!
9. Okay. Well, you've healed the wounds, but he's still not moving physically.
Oh no. Is
Uh.
he paralyzed?
Right. Which means that this skeleton is still left unchecked as it hacks violently
kill the
away at your
horse.
pony again. This time
Well,
with-
we'll have horse meat tonight. We'll
with
be
the
fine.
horse kicking and with the horse, the way it's kind of bucking and kicking and stuff like that. The hand axe that the skeleton's got doesn't actually hit the horse, so it kind of just hits where the horse was at.
Okay,
Kind of
okay, okay,
pushes
okay.
up. Okay, so it is now Hansel's turn, and he doesn't move at all. Racer,
Oh, no.
what do you want to do?
I will shoot at the stupid fucking skeleton again.
This one skeleton has just been left to just hack the living shit. Oh, there's no
18!
Yes.
There you go. Right, roll your damage.
Please.
No,
You're about to learn a valuable
You
lesson.
could do it.
Oh my god.
Please.
1. Well, you can't do less than 1.
I suck at life!
Basically, the arrow kind of just rattles through the ribcage and does 1 point of damage to the skeleton. Almost just doesn't even notice it.
Radavan, tear that thing apart. Come on.
I think it's your turn now, right? I mean,
It is down to
I gotta grab.
Kia.
I can't hit it. Can I hit it without a quarter?
Don't you have a dagger or something else?
Oh, I do have a dagger.
Damn it, Racer, you have one job.
Yeah, one job. Hey, I've had one job the whole fucking night.
Right.
I have a dagger. I do.
Okay.
Okay. I jump down and try to.
Liquid, thank you for the follow.
What do I roll?
Just real quick, guys, not that we normally do this, but just out of game real quickly. I think, is it Evital, who's in chat right now? He's the guy whose suggestion one was picked for on the whatchamacallit. So Evital,
Not so random encounter.
that's right. On the not so random encounter, Evital, your suggestion won with 19 votes. So we will be having in the next session or two an intricate puzzle encounter as suggested by yourself. So way to go there on Evital. His suggestion was selected by won the popular vote by 19. So okay, sorry about that, guys.
Okay, I was trying to stab this guy with my dagger.
Lunge away with your dagger at the skeleton.
Stab
D20
him,
plus one.
stab him, stab him.
Do it.
Stab
Do
him.
it. Yeah. Alright.
You hit him.
Alright.
Now
Okay.
you roll 1d4 for your damage.
Is that it?
And
And?
Weasel in the hole, thank you for the follow, dude. Unfortunately, you have to have that damage. You see, when you hit a bony ass skeleton with something sharp and pointy, it doesn't really do much damage.
Uh-oh.
Same with arrows.
Come
So
on.
if you want full damage on a skeleton, it's got to be magic or bludgeoning type weapons. So you actually only hit it for 2, I'm afraid.
Dang it.
Because it's like, you're stabbing bones. It's kind of hard to do much damage to a
Can't I
bony
slice
ribcage,
his
right?
head off?
So you hit it for 2, and it now is actually going to attack you.
Oh.
Because you're now the
Well, at least you saved the horse.
Yeah, I mean you'll
Yeah.
die, but the horse.
I
will
only
live.
have. I'm pretty weak though.
Okay, it hacks up at you, but it kind of lunges up to try to hit you from your advantageous position on the cart, but it doesn't hit you. It actually
Yes.
the cart itself. Okay, Hansel, it's your turn. Oh, guess what? He's doing nothing. So, Racer,
We
it's your
broke
turn.
falafel.
What about me? What about me?
Oh no, actually, yeah. Radovan gets to go next.
Since he's no longer attacking the horse, I'm going to come up behind him and do a regular attack with my Morning Star.
Bash him, your morning star.
That's +4 because we have the
Bash,
less.
bash. You're gonna get a 1.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
You
I better not hit the horse.
suck more than all the things that I've ever sucked before, and you miss the skeleton. This one skeleton has a charmed life. I tell you what.
Yeah, that's all Kia's fault with the charm.
Kia, you have 4 poison again for some random reason.
It keeps
Oh,
appearing. I
no.
don't know why that is. It's obviously some kind of weird old 20 bug. Okay.
Maybe I click something that makes it come up over and over.
So now it's Racer's turn. What are you doing, Racer?
Oh fuck, I got nothing that is useful, you guys. I have nothing.
Yeah, you're not very skeleton. You're not. Really,
No.
You're not.
And I don't
designed-
even have, like, I have a little throwing axe, but even at that, like, it's little.
Right. Yep.
I got throwing daggers and I have arrows. Nothing of which is like.
And if you shoot at it with an arrow now, you're gonna be at -4 because Radovan and Kia are both in melee. With it.
Yeah. Well, let's try a short sword attack. Can I run over there and?
You can run over there, but you can't hit it this time.
Okay.
Dang it.
You're mobbing the poor little skeleton now. Everyone's around it, just going beat, beat, beat.
That's right.
I
and
know.
nobody can hit
I
it.
just can't do it.
Okay.
Oh
Kia.
yeah, I'm gonna ninja kick it next time. Yeah.
Okay, Kia, your turn.
Alright, am I in.
Yeah,
Where
you're
is my
toe-to-toe with
quarterstaff? Where's my quarterstaff?
The quarterstaff is right here on the. Not, it's right there looking at you. Like if you had me, it would be awesome, but you don't. So
You need a summoning spell.
I
you need to
know.
learn to use the force. So you can hold your hand up and have it lift up.
Is there any way
Cal
Cal can grab my quarterstaff?
Your 1.5 pound cat cannot carry a 3 pound quarterstaff. It's a simple question of weight
Can I-
ratio.
Telekinesis it to me and hit him all in one move?
No.
Dang it.
Sorry. And what are you gonna do? Make a decision.
I'm just gonna hit it with my dagger because what
Alright,
else?
stab away. Lunge with your sharp pointy dagger.
Hit him with the base of your the butt of your dagger,
Club
like
the
smash
crap out of
him.
it. You
Yeah,
probably
smash
You
him.
probably do as much damage if you just booted it in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rear
that's
back
true.
and punt the
Well, look at that. I can't even.
That's-
3. Okay.
That's a slow cut moment right there.
Yeah.
Epic fail. Okay, you kind of just and really don't commit. Okay, Radovan.
I'm gonna do the same thing again. I'm trying to save
No,
my turn
dude,
undead.
turn undead. Yeah.
No, I only have so many charges, and we're still in this place, right? Like,
Right.
gotta be conservative. And my weapon is kind of.
If he hits it, he'll knock it for 6. There we go. Okay. Knock
Okay.
it with your Morning Star. Roll your damage. 8 plus.
There
Yes.
you go.
Okay. Finally, with a violent swing of his blessed Morning Star, the holy priest Radovan swings the Morning Star, hits the skeleton right in the rib cage, smashing all the way through, straight through the ribs, straight through the spine. It kind of spins up in the air with just the top half and comes crashing to the floor. It is now deceased again.
Deceased again. Dead again.
Yeah, it sounds like a terrible novel. And guess what Hansel's doing? Nothing.
Not moving.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
still not
that's not
moving.
good.
Hansel is
Go eat.
still there.
Figure
like-
it out, Radovan.
Yeah,
Heal the horse.
Yeah, your horse is pretty upset, dude.
I'm gonna heal the horse.
Okay.
Hansel's healed. He's just.
Yeah, Hansel's physically,
Oh, fuck, no.
the physical wounds are there, but he's affected by some.
Is he drooling? Is he foaming at the mouth?
No, he looks more like a statue. He's like,
That sounds like something maybe a herb might fix.
Perhaps. Do we get victory music?
oh, I think we can pull off a victory music for you guys as soon as you successfully defeated them.
I'm gonna sacrifice my comprehend languages for another cure light wounds. On
Our
horse.
valiant heroes won the fight.
But yes.
There you go.
Yes.
There's your victory music.
That's right.
A little bit of anticlimax. Okay,
Hey, we fought hard for that.
so,
Yeah, we
Radovan.
did.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal the horse. So
Okay.
there you go.
Right, you heal Bill for 8, which is actually enough to heal him pretty much to full.
You're okay, horse.
Great.
You calmed the savage beast. It's chilled out now. What is Kia doing?
I am. Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna go over to Hansel and kind of examine him to see, like, what if I can spot anything, a reason why he's not moving at all.
Well, the last thing you saw is when that nasty
Right.
pallid creature bit
So-
him is when it happened. So it's probably
Yeah,
some kind
he
of
bit him
venom
in
or
the
something.
arm, right? So I'm gonna go
Yeah.
look at his arm.
Well, where there's nothing more than just like a slight blemish because
Oh,
the healing power of St. Cuthbert took care of the wound itself.
Meanwhile, trapping whatever it is inside his body.
Well, maybe.
I'm gonna call. I'd like to call
Hey,
Raisa
I did
over.
some work here. Don't
Can I
question
call
me.
Raisa over? Maybe
Uh-huh.
she has an herb or some kind of
Yeah, I'm already on my
insight.
way. So.
All right.
I stand watch to make sure nothing else comes while they examine.
Okay. Alrighty.
Alrighty, so I would
Well,
like to
as
examine.
you approach him, you do start noticing that his fingers are beginning to move slightly, and
Ooh.
his eyes are starting to, like it's beginning to wear off, whatever it was. Lick the wound, get high on poison, enjoy them.
So anything, Raisa?
What do you want to do?
Well, I would like to assess him and see if there's anything in my knowledge that would.
Okay, you want to make a heal check?
Would that be heal, or would it be apothecary, or what would it
Well,
be?
it depends on what you're doing. If you're trying to look to see if there's if you can like figure out what's physically wrong with him, then it would be a heal check.
Okay. So 14.
We're counting on
Okay.
you.
I mean,
Uh,
yeah, physically you can't see that there's anything wrong with him. But the more you're examining him, the more he is beginning to move now.
good. Just let him come back to life.
He's starting to mumble. Like, oh, that really hurt.
I'm
so
gonna
you
sit
heal
down
the
next to him and hold his hold his head up
Okay.
and onto my lap so his head doesn't have to be on.
Alright.
Should probably get him some water.
Yeah, that's a good
On
idea.
it. On it.
Thank you.
Creating water.
Okay, so you're gonna cast your create water. What are you gonna create? What are you gonna create it in? You have to have a container. Or if you want to just be some complete douchebag, you could just cast it right above his head and dump 2 gallons of unfiltered water straight on top of him.
That's tempting. That is definitely tempting. But
I have a cauldron.
Yeah, it's in the bag. It's in the cart with stuff, right?
Yeah, if you got a container of some kind.
So that's what I do. I go back. I cast the water. And...
Into Kia's cauldron.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so now you have a cauldron, an iron cauldron full of fresh, pure water.
Ooh, I would like some too. I'm gonna drink some.
Everyone.
And then wait. I do the I purify it, right?
Oh, you're gonna cast pure. Well, you summoned the water, so you know it's pure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's pure water.
Double
Right.
pure.
Well, I just double pure. Yeah. All right.
Double purification system. It's double filtered. It's
And then I
water.
bring it back. And
That's some high quality water.
That's right. Okay. Right. Within a minute or two, he starts to move and stuff like that, and he's able to explain to you that suddenly he just felt all of his muscles tighten up like rigor mortis. He was like he was paralyzed
Wow.
as the creature's venom flooded through his veins. But other than that, now he feels fine.
Good.
Cool.
Good old Hansel or Falafel, whatever his name
Hansel,
is.
Hans Falafel.
Hans
Yeah.
Falafel.
So did any of these skeletons have a bludgeoning tool that I could acquire?
Actually, no. Well, one of them had a hand axe. The hand axe could be used as it counts as a bludgeoning as well. I mean, it is old as the hills, and it probably
I have my throwing axe. I'll just
you could just smash him with that. I mean, you could run up and hit him with that instead.
Okay, no,
So-
that's fine.
Alrighty. Well, baste my steaming puddings. Look what time it is.
Baste your steamy puddings.
We are at the end of our live stream for the day.
Yep.
Yay, boo.
So sad.
Hi, I'm Gorbad, the Dungeon Master on How Reroll. If you'd like to follow my personal channel, it's twitch.tv/Gorbad, or on my other social media, @Gorbad for Twitter, or @GorbadTV for YouTube.
Hi guys, I'm Bane. You want to hang out with me some more? You can find me on twitch.tv/Bane1271, Twitter @Bane1271, or Facebook and YouTube under Bane Blackstar. See you guys soon.
Hello, my name is Shagget, and I play Radovan Rainier, a cleric on How We Roll. You can follow me on www.twitch.tv/Shagget.
Hey, I'm Jane. You can follow me on my personal channel at twitch.tv/JaneIvana, or if you'd like on my Twitter @JaneOnTwitch with a 0, not an O. Peace.